Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of Requiem, our homebrew D&D 5e campaign where we sit here with friends and we play a game, a tabletop game but online. So before we move on to the actual gameplay and the important stuff, we just have a few things to clear out. So first thing to clear out is that we have a new player. You might have noticed that below me right now is Twitch extraordinaire, the man who plays Souls, the man who plays Nintendo games, the man who does Smash or Pass videos. It's the Slick Mick. You can find him on twitch.tv/theslickmick. Mick, say hi to everyone.
Smash. Hello everybody. How you doing?
There we go. He smashes.
The DM? Yes.
No. So now that we have properly introduced our new friend here, who's playing Haj'Draal, a Tempest domain cleric, let's go with the actual announcements. I'm kind of speedrunning through this so that we can get to gameplay as fast as possible. So currently in development, which was supposed to be available for you guys to see today, but there's been a bug apparently. Currently in development, we have a Twitch extension and panel for you guys to see the stats of all of our characters. It is being developed by our very own Mizzy Peasy right over there in the diagonal. She's doing it and working hard on it. It's working for me, but it's not working for most people, so I don't know. But I can see it if I scroll down below. I see it on the panels. I accept the thing because it's in test, and then I see it. So I don't know what's happening, but we will check that out, make it available to you on the next session. Finally, or actually second to finally, Spotify still not available, sorry guys. It is being handled though. I've emailed them and they say the process is going fine, the redirect process of the link moving to Spotify for podcasters, but it's probably going to take a little while longer apparently. And finally, next week, there's no session. We don't have we don't have episode 5 on the next weekend. I'm sorry guys, boo boo, whatever. But it's for us to take a break and for me to catch up on some writing as well, and to have the weekend free to do other stuff. This is most likely going to happen every single one of the last weekends of the months that exist. So get used to that. And also it gives you time to catch up. Oh, actually, there's another thing that I forgot. I just remembered now. Thank you guys for over 500 views on episode 1. Thank you very much. We reached well over the goal, and that's pretty fucking crazy. Thank you so much for that. And good job to the cast for making such incredible characters that have captivated people to watch you do your shit. So good job, guys. Clap for the cast as well. Fantastic job. Alrighty. So now, are y'all ready to jump in?
Yes.
That's our goal.
Good, because guess what? We have a new intro. Because Haj'Draal has joined the party, and he deserves his own little spot in this place, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get ready to get into the world of Idus and enjoy episode 4 of Requiem. And we're back. All right. So before we pass on the action to you, let's give everyone a little recap of what happened in the last episode. So, last time we were here, Velox Mors traveled through the ash caldera. The caldera of an ancient volcano, so it is thought, filled with water that took 3 days to cross. In their crossing of this place, during their sailing, their travels, some strange events happened. One of them related to the Weaver, as a man apparently possessed by it was muttering some Weaver shit in the boat, or on the boat. After causing a scene, and after meeting Ariandar Blackhorn, a cleric of Haj'Draal, the heroes finally arrived at the other side of the Ash Caldera and moved into Soguk. There they were expecting to run up the slope of Soguk in between the fjords and quickly reach the port where they could find the boat to leave to Port Nemeli in another continent. But as they moved through the black buildings with this blue marbling across them, they reached a quarantined port. The port was blocked, they could not pass, and the guards were pretty adamant that they couldn't do that, and mentioned that it was by the order of the Kralkoyu and the parliament of the city of Soguk, the Kralkoyu being the king of this city. As they were going back to try and figure out a solution, they met with Haj'Draal, who instead asked them for help in solving this situation. Apparently, the port was quarantined due to some disease that had been present there, and by the order of the parliament, it was kind of locked off so that people or the disease would not spread into the rest of the city. Haj'Draal sadly had attempted to help in this matter by visiting the sanctum for the ailed and infirmed here in Soguk, but he wasn't allowed inside. The disease apparently is contagious, and everybody that is not part of the sanctum cannot get inside the building. So, what our heroes did instead was meet with Callisto, an assassin, and Violet's old boss from when she was a hitwoman here in Soguk. She gave them some information, said that it all had begun in the Dalgic's Den, which is an inn in the port, in Deepjaw Port, and that's where they went to investigate. But once again, they were met with the barricade that stopped them from reaching the port before. 2 guards stand in front of them, as 2 others that were supposed to be patrolling these streets at night, because they did wait for it to be night. These 2 guards that were patrolling the streets are a little bit drunk and having jolly conversation, but in this very large, wide street with those big black buildings rising up, now the blue and that marbles across them glowing with the moonlight, our heroes, Velox Mors, find themselves challenged by 2 guards and a bunch of crates and barrels. So, my friends, it is up to you now. You are in the middle of the street, you were having a conversation discussing which was the best way to get past the barricade, get into the port, so take it away.
Okay, we have two options there. We go through the rooftops, or we knock out those guards.
Onion, can you explain how the barricade is? And,
Yeah.
Where the guards are positioned?
So the street is about, I would say, I think I said it last time, it was about 40 feet wide or 40 to 50 feet wide, you're not quite sure. And the barricade extends across the width of the street. And it is a bunch of crates, barrels, kind of like chairs, and that are all piled up into an about 10 feet tall barricade. that then has a bunch of poles, kind of a palisade sort of deal. It has a bunch of spiky poles that are pointed forward at whoever would go down on them, and it's again 40 feet wide. And there are 2 guards that are about 10 feet apart from each other, kind of central to the barricade, and they're there keeping watch, looking about. Whilst I would say at about 60 feet away from the barricade, like into the street, back into the street, the other 2 that are drunken are having this conversation, which would be about, I would say, 30 feet from you guys, as you entered this street after Haj'Draal remembered that this one seemed to be less guarded.
Another question, these streets connect to like what, alleyways, for example?
There are a few alleyways, yes, and they also connect to other streets that go down into the port that are patrolled and are also barricaded.
Okay. Can we perceive if these alleyways are like not guarded, or at least not and not populated either, if there's not anyone there?
Roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception. All right.
Perception.
21.
21.
You stupid.
So, damn, you remembered.
Of course I do.
So, in a few of the alleyways, as you kind of gauge the situation, in a few of the alleyways there are, people having conversation, holding drinks. At this hour, there's usually, in Soguk especially, since a lot of sailors and divers populate this place, people enjoy a lot of drinking at this hour in the night. But there are a few you can spot that would be kind of closer to you, which means still far away from the guards or the barricade. There are some that don't have anyone in them.
And these and these alleyways, so if one were to theoretically climb up in those alleyways into the buildings, they would probably need to do a little bit of parkour to get around, right? Or are they like all connected?
Yeah, you would have to, if you want to climb up to the rooftop or to a window or something, you would have to find a way to do that. I mean, there's ledges and places you can grab onto, but it's not exactly an easy task.
Okay, it's not easy, okay.
There's buildings here that are smaller than others. There's buildings that would be around maybe like 15, 20 feet tall, where maybe halflings, or not halflings, but where maybe people that don't have that much money live in, but there's also like large buildings as well.
All right, since I'm more familiar with the city, maybe then I'll relay the information and say, I suppose that maybe around going the how would I say this? Perhaps going through the parkour way. Parkour probably, yeah. Okay, we should not say parkour.
You can, man. Yeah. It's
perhaps climbing the buildings would not be very wise, as I have seen the structure of these buildings. They would not get us very far. Maybe our only way out is a distraction.
That was so funny, man. Perhaps the parkour way.
God bless the parkour.
What's the range of the minor illusion? How far away can you do it?
I can 30 feet.
And is there a way for us to go behind the guards in case?
So the only way to get behind the guards is through them, or rooftops and then behind them. Yeah. Otherwise, there's every street that would connect past the barricade is barricaded.
Yeah.
And just to confirm, these aren't the same guards that we spoke to earlier in the day.
These are different. Okay. Yeah, there's different ones, yeah.
Okay, that makes our job a bit harder.
Okay, we're either super athletic or, yeah, we have to do this.
Maybe me and G could go through the rooftops, and if something goes wrong, we can fall on them. And hit him.
Already took falling damage once.
I don't think you would take fall damage.
Don't give us an idea.
Are you challenging me, dude?
Jumping from a building?
On top of them.
It's not a building, it's just a small house.
I cushioned his fall last time.
Have you tried jumping from a first floor?
No. Then again, I'm not.
Or-
A
Nah,
okay.
yes, so me neither.
So the way that
Making
fall
damage.
damage works, I will tell you this. The way that fall damage works is you take 1d6 per 10 feet that you fall.
It's fine. You can take it.
How tall are these buildings?
the barricade is 10 feet tall. So
15,
the buildings are
yeah.
much higher.
Exactly.
Yeah, the buildings
the,
would-
the buildings next, now that Mick Ass and Tresh is bringing it up, the buildings that are next to the barricade would be around 30-35 feet tall.
So we're talking like
so
3d6 damage.
That's fine.
And you're going to fall on top of something.
In armor,
Squeaky.
probably. Are the guards in armor?
Okay.
They wear plate armor. Yeah.
There's
Oh,
easier ways
they're not-
to murder them. You know?
They also have spears.
Just don't land on the spear.
Oh god. Oh god.
Okay.
Skewer.
Just make a scream or something so they can be distracted.
But then, like, do you want to do what? Because we can't go around them and then knock them out.
So,
So, like-
okay, what if
We can
what
we can
if
be near
one,
them.
Yeah, one person stands next to one guard, the other stands next to another. G or Emily makes the sound, and then they
We
look
attack.
for it, and then we judo chop them in the neck or something. I don't know.
Holy shit, we're killing innocent people. Okay.
No, we're not
We're
killing.
knocking them out.
Yeah, just casually breaking their vein like their neck. You know,
No. We're putting them to sleep. It's
Yeah.
different. We're not
permanent
killing
sleep.
them. It's not permanent. Knockout is not. It's not killing.
Anyway,
So what happens when they wake up?
We're gone. We're already gone.
They don't know if it was us,
Well,
and we're going to be
Ray
in
is
the
saying
middle
for
of
us
a port.
to be next
So.
to them before doing the distraction, just in case, so they know that we're there. They see us approaching them.
yeah.
Will they? Will they?
I mean, we can stealth, but I think it's a very open street.
Correct. You would be correct in assuming that
We have
is
no
indeed an open
cover.
street.
Okay, just make a scream.
If
What if
Haj'Draal
away.
I
makes
go
love-
inside the bag of holding and you throw the bag
Okay.
over the barricade?
Dude, that is fucking
That's actually pretty good.
Or we all go inside the bag of holding except one person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one and they parkour.
We would
That
die.
is genius.
Like, okay, if we're inside the bag of holding and it gets dropped, we don't take fall damage, right?
You do not.
But-
No.
All right.
Oh
Is that
gosh. No.
Okay then.
It's a bad idea.
That's,
Can
a,
we
that's a
fit-
good idea.
That's how you kill characters.
I just want to say something. There inside of no, I'm not gonna say this. You
There's
guys want to
claws
figure it
inside
out.
the bag of holding and shit.
And blood and
You guys want to
Okay.
figure it out. You figure it out.
We'll do it like this. The people
Alright.
that cannot climb the building go inside the bag of holding.
Oh no, please. No, no.
he's like, I'm not getting in there.
I mean, it would be good inspiration now that I
You
think
know,
about it.
knocking out 2 guards doesn't sound too bad now, does it?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You just need to hold your breath for a moment.
Oh gosh. Oh
Well, I
gosh.
can go very far because I'm fast. So we make the sound, from a distance.
From a distance.
Violet can be closer one. I'll go to the farther one because I can run farther. And then we both knock them out.
I mean, we can try that, and if it starts not working, I can do just mass suggestion and tell them all to go party because it's a calm night.
Go
They'll
party.
Go party hard.
I wouldn't say that, but
Okay, can we go by steps? Can we try like the it's not the illusion. What did we discuss beforehand? The distraction, the kid.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion, yeah.
Yeah,
it was
minor
gonna be
illusion.
a
Maybe we could
kid.
try
like
that.
a scream.
Yeah, first.
See if it.
And then
pulls
if it
them
doesn't
away.
work, just mass suggestion saying all guards call to the reception.
Report to the, report to your
Exactly.
superior officer. You're needed for inspection.
Okay, so you want like the scream closer to us so that they approach.
No,
us and
far
then-
away.
Far
Far
away.
away, so they
From
go
another-
away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They don't see
And then
us
we
where
pass.
we're at right now, right? Where they don't perceive
You're
our...
in the street. So
Yeah.
they do see a clump of people on the streets, and I mean, they're guards. They're not stupid. They're watching, doing their job. You know, there's currently a suspicious group of 5 people clumped in the middle of the street discussing this, fully armed to the teeth, except for one of them that has a lute,
Yeah.
and the other one that has a cane.
We were supposed to be discussing this, not in the middle of the street, of course.
So
We're not
honestly,
stupid.
only one person has a weapon in the group.
Yeah, to be honest, you're right. Probably one. Well, I mean, the quarterstaff is. It could be a
It's a
cane,
stick.
right?
It's my walking stick. I'm
It's
gonna
my
wear it.
fishing pole.
A fucking harpoon.
It's my harpoon, man.
And we are level 11 Velox Mors. We're not in the middle of the street and in the middle of the night.
Of course. I'm so sorry I assumed that.
Yeah,
It's just that there's 2
stupid
guards
DM.
in front of you, and you've taken 20
It's not in
minutes to solve
front of
this
us.
problem.
It's like we can see them from afar. I have dark vision, you know.
The streets are illuminated. They're lit. You don't need to have your dark
All
vision.
right, minor illusion. Let's do it then.
Yeah. All
I
right.
like
Okay.
this.
All right. So I'm gonna cast minor illusion.
We're going
Away
to
from
be a
us.
little bit more near them.
Okay. So we approach them first, a little bit. Is that it?
From the
How far?
side.
How close to
can't-
them are we?
Okay. Wait. Let me explain this in a simple to understand way. If you want to approach the guards, you can't go from the side. Going from the side would be going on the side of the street, which is the same as going in the middle of the street, because they can still see you. You can't go around all the other streets that are either alleyways or they connect to other streets that are being patrolled and being and barricaded as well at about the same point.
Okay, then do the scream, and we all act surprised. Like,
then
oh my god, a
what?
scream. So they can, so they know we're not the
It's
ones
not us.
doing the scream. It's not us.
Sure. Okay.
Fuck
I
it.
cast. Fuck
It's
it.
like, oh my
do
god, let's
something.
go.
Okay. Minor illusion.
Mhm.
The sound of a child going like, ah, mommy, mommy, where are you, mommy?
All right. And this is 30 feet away from you. In what direction?
The left.
Of them.
Yes.
Well, it can't be the left of them.
This-
For you to be 30 feet away from them,
Yeah.
you'd have to get pretty close.
Like inside the city to the left, but not like to the opposite side of where we are, basically. So they
Okay.
go there and we whoop.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys are not showing in the street, the scream, you guys right now are on the right side of the street. For it to be on the opposite side, you'd have to move to the street because the street is 40 to 50 feet wide. So you can either do it on the side that you are on, or you have to move into the middle of the street and do it onto the other side.
Just
I
a
know,
nice
D&D.
suggestion. Just fuck it.
I can also blind them and they won't see.
They will scream like, "I'm fucking blind."
Okay, so what if Emily does the sound to the middle of the street, and then when the guards get closer, we also get closer, and I do the same exact illusion away.
Mm-hmm.
Chain illusion, like it's moved away.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
continue
Yeah,
yeah. It works,
what
it
she
works.
does.
I like
And
it.
then we go very fast and knock them.
Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we run in and we're like, oh, we heard a scream. Did you hear it? And then I repeat the illusion. Oh, it seems to be that way. And then the
Okay.
guards are like, we're not
Yeah.
stupid. You go.
And then we knock them out.
Yeah, I like
Well,
it.
then we're close. We're face to face with them then. So
Yeah. Seems good.
I like that. Let's go.
All right. So, scream in the middle of the street. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. So you see Emily project her vocals, her voice into the middle of the street as the scream echoes through it. Are you guys peeking out to see what the guards do?
We're gonna go.
I guess we should rush in.
Yeah,
You're
we
gonna rush in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We look.
So
Yeah, first
as
we
you,
look.
you guys move on and you act surprised as you hear one of the guards in the barricade go, "Alexios, you check that out." And one of the drunken guards, What? Okay. And he begins walking forward and bringing the other guard to go talk to you as you guys all moved there. So the other two at the barricade stay at the barricade, while the other two drunken guards are moving into your direction now. As you see this kind of a younger tiefling gentleman with like very small horns that curl behind their ears. He approaches with a mug of ale in his hand, and he sees you. What was that?
I don't know, but we're just having fun here.
Roll a deception check for me, please. With advantage. He's drunk. He's drunk.
Oh.
Nice.
It's going well.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
With deception,
Wow.
it's 27.
Ooh, you're having fun screaming, "Mommy"?
I just miss my mom.
Adonis, give her a drink as well.
Thanks.
And
I've
they-
heard you're having a party over there. Just grab your friends there. We're going too.
No, we're on duty. All right, so if you guys are fine, we're gonna just. Ooh, I almost threw up in my mouth there. We're gonna go back to our post. Okay.
Have a nice night.
You too. And they move back.
My fucking god.
Well,
They
Dalgor,
wave.
forgive my words, but that plan was rubbish.
Well,
they
and I just
wave,
saved your ass.
They wave to the other guards and give them a thumbs up so that they realize that there was no issue there. But they have their eye on you now.
In retrospective, are you guys good at climbing?
no.
My suggestion.
Okay.
On
what
the
do
drunk ones as well.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
cast for like everyone. What do you want me to say?
All guards called to the
Barracks or whatever. We were
not the barracks
Front gate.
The front gate?
Yeah.
of the city.
Yeah,
Don't for-
emergency front gate. Yeah, basically.
Don't forget that mass suggestion. You actually have to tell them a course of action, like something for
Okay.
them to do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, report.
I
For
go
that.
to the front gate and stand there for the next 5 hours.
Yeah,
There you
its
go.
duration is 24 hours, so I can literally make them stay there for like the whole day.
You can.
Or wait for something. Wait for instructions.
Just play it safe. For
Yeah,
four
yeah,
hours,
wait,
4
I
hours.
can't
Time.
make it very complex because I have like a limit. It's a
No,
sentence
exactly.
or two,
They
so,
go to the front gate and wait for instructions, and they'll just going to wait.
instruction from whom? Because if it's from another guard,
From
like
your-
their superior, they can just
Okay,
leave
maybe
super
like
fast.
patrol
directly
the
from the leader of the city. Whoever-
patrol
I forgot
the
name.
unquarantined city. Patrol the unquarantined city for like 4 hours or 3 hours or something. That way they
Go to
won't
the
go
front
inside.
gate and wait for
Okay.
orders from Violet from Velox Mors.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
that
I
works.
like that.
Yeah.
It works.
That works.
Works.
Great.
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna cast it then.
All right. So it's a 60 feet range, so you're gonna have to walk in the middle of all of them, or not in the middle of all of them, but a little bit closer to the to where the drunken guards are and the other guys are, so that you can cast on all of them.
Yeah.
So you can cast on 4 people then.
I'm gonna cast on everyone that I see. Max
Everyone that you see.
12.
Holy
That is
shit!
a guard. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Got it. So. There are other people in the alleyways that you can probably see, but they're not guards. But you can cast on them too if you want.
Yeah.
No.
They all go
don't
together
be-
holding hands.
All right, so the 4 guards are the guards that you see. So I need to roll for each of them.
Yep.
It's a what save? Is it wisdom?
Wisdom DC 16. Yeah.
First one is a failure on the guard on the left of the barricade. Second one's a failure. 2 guards of the barricade failed. Drunken guard has failed as well. Drunken guard number 4 or number 2 has failed as well. All of them failed. Please describe how you do the mass suggestion.
I stand tall and brave, and I point my finger and I say, "Go to the front gate," and await for orders from Violet.
All right. You see her as her voice takes this kind of twisted sound. It's distorted as it propagates in slower than normal waves, and you see the eyes of all of the guards kind of just go dull for a second, and the ones that were not drunk, their bodies slump for a moment before they get back in duty and begin marching straight past you, greeting you. Good night. And continue moving on past you and leaving the barricade completely open.
I just go and say, he fucking made me look dumb, where he could do this all along.
And I start like jumping and strolling super happily.
She's not entirely useless.
Haj'Draal, you notice as this is happening, you notice the people that were in the alleyways that you had seen before, they're now peeking out and looking at you as you guys are moving through to the barricade.
Okay, okay, before we, as they start walking, I stop them for a second and I go, I think we're drawing a lot of attention.
Then let's go faster then.
Well,
Argue with that.
my hands
And
are
I
tied.
start to go faster.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my.
Very good. So keep that in mind. You guys move towards the barricade. In order to climb the barricade, I'm gonna need athletics checks from all of you, please.
Ah, shit.
Because
no.
you still need to climb through the barricade here.
Can I go first? I'll try to go first, and I'll
Surely.
be like on the other way. If anyone fails, I'll try to help them up.
Got it.
Okay, athletics. 26.
There you go.
Jesus.
Natural 20.
I do a backflip.
Okay, next.
26.
Holy shit. And it's not
Wow.
even a natural 20, it's just Jesus has a casual 26.
17 plus 9.
Casual backflip.
17 for me.
All right. Emily?
Okay. I'm nervous. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. And Vesper.
It's gonna not be good, I'm sure.
Oh.
It's slightly better than Emily.
Okay, so
Can I try
Can I
to help
try
them?
to? Can I grab Vesper as she's like falling off the?
exactly.
Same for Emily, yeah.
Since you guys had the gigantic rolls, both of you, I'm gonna say both of you managed to grab them as they try to climb
Right.
through the place and pull them as Violet also climbs up the crates and through the palisade, and you guys hop onto the other side and are now met with the remaining about 40 feet of street or 50 feet of street that then opens up into the port. So, as you guys are moving down into the port, are you going? How are you moving?
Fast
Stealthily.
and fast.
Can we go to the? Oh wait,
Quickly and
we're on the way somewhere, right? We're going
Dalgic's
to.
then.
Okay, yeah, we already have a destination. Yeah, we
Okay,
go.
so
Violet
you can't
knows where
move.
that's at, right?
You can't move fast and stealthy. you either go fast or you go
And-
stealthy.
As fast as we can.
Okay, got it. So
I
stealthily.
mean, there's no guards here, right? Only
we
roll
see any
perception
guards?
check. Roll perception check.
Okay.
Can I roll too?
Yeah,
There
you
could
can.
be
Perception.
Tiamat
16.
at the end of the street.
A dragon.
All right. So 16 was it, Haj'Draal?
I got
the
16, yeah.
again.
All right. Actually, pretty easy for you guys to see. Immediately as you hop down, you look down into the port and you see this. Aside from the blue glow of the veins in the marble, there's this low mist that is crawling up the port. And with the moonlight, it is enough for you guys to spot there are guard patrols in the port.
Fuck. Is the
There are-
mist like white mist?
Yeah, it seems regular
Like
mist,
fog?
like fog. Yeah, and you can now see from this angle. Actually, you see a statue in the port, and you see a bunch of crates, barrels that are kind of spread around that were left behind. They're tousled over, and there are patrols of 3 guards each moving across, kind of or crisscrossing the port, the entire port, which is enormous. It's a really, really large port, and the Dalgic's den would be more towards the docks of the port, which means you have to cross this entire space to reach the other side, pass through these groups of guards, and then get in through the docks. So I assume that knowing this, you guys want to move stealthily.
Yes. It seems easy to be stealthy. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so everybody roll stealth checks. Mick, you do it at disadvantage because of your armor.
Yeah.
10.
It already said disadvantage, so it's gonna be disadvantage automatically, right?
I assume so, yeah.
8.
Okay, wait, I don't think that was disadvantage. Let me roll again.
That's pretty
26.
bad. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay, I got 5, I assume. Yeah.
So it was 8, right, G?
Mm-hmm. We all roll like shit.
Yep.
Except me.
for Violet.
Alright. So, you guys move on towards the port and you begin, you try to hide behind crates and behind the barrels here, and Violet is doing it pretty deftly and moving pretty softly through this whole situation. But there's a permanent clink, clank, clink, 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 clank, clink, clink, clink of armor as Haj'Draal tries to mimic Violet's movements, getting behind things.
Yeah.
And eventually, as you go behind a group of crates that is covered in fish nets and smells like fish, you hear, "Huh? What was that?" And you hear the footsteps of at least 3 people moving your way.
Everybody
Is
act
Violet,
thick.
are we all together?
You're all clumped together, yeah.
Okay.
It's only 3, right?
3 here. You've seen more patrol.
How far away are they?
Right now, you're hiding behind. You have to peek out to see. Do you want to peek out?
I think it's better not to.
It's 1 for each that can hit
Okay.
a shot.
Okay, as I'm like trying to hide behind the crates, I turn to them, whispering as quietly as I can. Maybe we have to make this fog thicker.
Sorry, what was the...
Sure, yeah.
Not ignoring you. Give me just a moment. What was the name of... Not the drunk guard, the other one?
There was the one you just spoke to.
The other one that he reported to.
The
Because
one
he
you
called out
reported
his name,
to.
didn't he?
Yeah. No, he called out the name of his friend. You don't know the name of the guy who we reported.
Oh, we don't know
so
the
the
name
2
of the guy
drunks were
then.
Alexios and Adonis.
Alexios and Adonis.
Yeah.
So what if I now cast my illusion in Alexios' voice, saying, "It's me, Alexios, I'm just patrolling this side."
Okay, give me a moment. Mick, hold your thought, please.
Because we heard his voice. I
Yeah.
don't know if I can repeat his voice.
You can, supposedly. Yeah.
You can do that if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I say go for it.
Let's do it. If it fails,
If
then
it
we
fails,
have
then we
Mick backup
fog
plan
one.
to create
Yeah.
darkness or fog.
All right. So you recreate that. You recreate his voice, and you hear, "Show yourself."
Emily, minor illusion.
Minor illusion. I make the guy show up.
Okay, so you make the guy show up to the right, and you see a 5 foot tall, which is 1.5 meters, version of Alexios show up, and the guards immediately rush at you. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Gotta read your spells, guys. Gotta read your spells. We're gonna do this theater of the mind, okay? But you gotta read your spells. It's a 5 foot cube, so it's a tiny dude. All right, let's get into battle, folks.
15.
13.
9.
20.
Wait.
All right,
21.
got it. Okay, let me take notes, please. Where am I? Okay, here. Here's your
Can we not bargain before we enter the fight?
You can talk. You can use your tone to talk, or your turn to talk, for sure.
Oh.
Wait, G, what did you roll?
13.
Okay, so let me see. 13 from G. We got a 20 though from Emily. What was your roll, Violet?
21.
Okay, so Violet Emily, then Haj, then
15.
G. Vesper the monk going in last from.
My last.
Okay, give me a moment.
I'm still shamed from being caught by G from falling down the barricade.
All right, so top of the round, you see the guards ready to fight move forward instantly. Violet, it is your turn.
Well, I see it failed, and I immediately jump from a box and try to roundhouse kick the first guard I see.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack for me as you jump and roundhouse kick.
Uh, 12.
12 misses as you jump and try to roundhouse kick this individual. He raises his shield. You see now he has a spear in his shield. He raises his shield, parries you as you fall on the ground. That was your first attack.
As I fall on the ground, I try to get up and hit him with a punch on the face.
Punch in the
with
face.
my right hand.
Got it. Go ahead.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
4 plus 5 lightning.
Okay, so that's a total of 9, right?
9, yeah.
Okay.
And
Who are you?
right after this punch, I am your nightmare. And I hit with the left.
Are you trying to seduce him or something?
Violent riz.
21 again.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And 6 thunder and 1.
All right. You
bludgeoning.
jump, miss your kick as it is parried, but then deliver two quick punches to the face. The helmet is kind of smashed inside as he is. You hear the loud thunder from Violet's punches, which are echoing through the port right now. But he is still standing, bleeding out of his nose. His face is broken. There's probably teeth on the ground now as he spits. But is that your turn? Doing anything else?
Let me just ask, how many do I see? Now
You
that
see
I'm...
in front of you, there are three also further back that are just now taking notice of the noise and the action. This is just this region.
We gotta act fast! And I end my turn.
All right, Emily, your turn.
Okay, so the 3 ones that are closest
Yeah.
to us, let me think, because I want to cast a spell, and I don't know if it will catch Violet or not.
Is it Shatter that you wanna? Is that it?
No, it's Nathan.
Okay. How is it shaped? What shape
It's
is
a
the
cube.
spell?
20-foot cube.
You can definitely. They were kind of like the 3 of them were moving in line with this one rushing first, so you can probably aim that so that it just misses Violet.
Okay, good, great. So I'll cast Nathan's Mischief.
All right. What do I have to do?
So now I gotta roll a d4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Roll d4. 4. Drops of
4.
molasses hover in the cube, making it difficult to rain until the start of your next turn. There you go. That's
All
it.
right. So now they move at half speed inside of that cube. All right. Anything else you're gonna do?
No.
All right. That ends your turn. You're still behind the crates. You still have cover, casting the spell from there as you play your lute, and this strange honey begins floating around in a space in front of you. This magical honey tries to adhere to the skin of the guards, Violet, and you notice that they are slower in their movement. All right, Haj'Draal, it's your turn now.
All right. So I'm gonna say, should have just talked this out. Maybe we need to take the easier way out. And I try to cast a fog cloud to maybe get us a way out without having to punch all their teeth in.
Genius. Great play. All right. Can you
So-
describe to me what the range and size of the fog cloud, please?
Yeah, so I have a... Wait, this... How do I... Wait, I'm trying to display this, but it said roll for some reason? Question mark?
Yeah, you can just say yes
Wait,
to the roll and see if it
this
display.
okay, this shows, okay, right.
Alright.
So, it has 120 feet of range, 20 feet of area of effect, which is pretty big. Does it, like, encompass the other guards as well?
It would not encompass the other guards, but it would encompass these guards and more, a little bit further beyond, but...
So, how far away would it be for those guards from our position? Or rather, from those? Like,
Yeah,
about
those-
40 feet? Would it be enough?
Those guards are 40 feet away from you, the others, yeah.
Okay, 40 feet. Then I can cast on level 2 and add another 20 feet, so that would make about 40. Would that be
Alright.
enough to encompass?
That would be enough, yeah, I would say so. And also,
Alright.
you have to consider that this also moves slowly. So this area is going to be heavily obscured, but it is also going to bleed out into the rest of the port, so it also might assist you that way, since it
Yes,
is going to fuse
exactly.
with the remaining fog. Alright, so tell me, how do you cast the fog cloud?
So, it has a somatic and verbal. So that... By the way, when you say... It's my first time as a spellcaster for context. When you say verbal, do I have to say the name of the spell, actually?
No, this
Whatever
is
you
not...
want.
It's whatever you want.
Okay, right,
Usually
for
there's
flavor.
incantations. Yeah, usually there's incantations that people would speak, but you can flavor those incantations however you want. This is not, a JRPG where you have to yell "fuck loud."
Yeah,
Phoenix
exactly. It's like
strike!
Pokemon, yeah, okay.
You remember how G would point the finger and say die? That's a verbal.
That's a verbal,
It's
okay,
not
gotcha.
finger of death, it's die. For G was... no, for Gino, for
okay.
Gogi was that.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just I'll put my hands together as to pray. I'll close my eyes, and then I'll start making a circle with my hand and say, "Let there be fog." And I create this fog trying to encompass all of those guards.
Perfect. You see, from the clouds, the few clouds that are in the sky, it begins descending and fusing with the remaining mist that starts rising up to meet it, as it then meets down on the ground, on the floor, and this 40-foot sphere appears and encompasses the entire area. Violet, you are now obscured in there. You can't see the guards quite well, but they obviously know where you are, or you know where they are, kind of. But they can't see you now, and you're kind of in the middle of fog as you jumped in the middle of that group. All right. Anything else you want to do? Do you want to move at all, or do you want to stay put?
Can I talk after casting?
Yeah,
after
for
casting?
sure.
Okay. Is Violet within my reach, or is she too far away?
Yeah, you can. She would hear you.
Okay. Yeah, the thing is, okay, yeah. The thing is, I want to talk to her, but not the guards, and I don't want the guards to hear me.
They would.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna tell them.
Code red, code red.
Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna speak over to the remaining 3 that are next to me and say, "We have to make a run for it." And that's it. I end my turn, like like that.
Very well. Okay, so now it's the guards' turn. They all are kind of aware of where you are, specifically the one that you punched in the face. So that one is going to try to strike you twice with his spear at disadvantage. So the first strike is a 11, so that misses. And the second strike is a 10, so that's going to miss as well. The other 2 are moving out 30 feet. So the way that the sphere would be positioned to capture the other guys, they would probably be able to move out from the side. So the other 2 exit the fog on the other side and are looking for where they are. But they spend 20 feet of movement to do that, and then 10 feet to try and get close to the boxes where you are. So just now, you guys see 2 guards wearing plate armor and these black cloaks with a blue pattern. They emerge around the corner of the barrels or in crates where you're hiding behind, and they stand there waiting whilst the other guards do something that you guys
That's
don't know
already
of.
counting with the slow that they have, right?
Oh, you're right. No, it's not. They can't move that far. Actually, they're still inside the fog. Well caught.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
The molasses and the fog combined have not allowed them to move. So you just hear them yelling, "Intruders! Intruders!" out into the port. As the other guards as well begin yelling out intruders as well. Okay, that's going to be their turns. G, it's your turn.
You know how usually kegs are kept up sometimes like in a pyramid? They're
Yeah.
stacked up together. Is there anything here like that?
No, there's just like 1 or 2 barrels next to each other, but the rest is mostly crates that have like fish inside. You can
Okay.
smell it pretty clearly with
I-
nets.
Kick the barrels towards the smoke, towards the fog.
You can definitely like, with your action, you can definitely grab one of the barrels and like throw it there because you would have to kind of twist it in that direction.
Yeah, I want to roll it. I want to throw it down and aiming at where Violet was.
Okay, got it.
And as I do that, my bonus action, I'll shout, Violet, backflip.
All right, and you roll down a barrel on their way. Gotcha, G. Are you moving at all, or are you staying put?
And then I dash towards the fog with the intent of going across it, but I don't think I can cross all the way. So.
You would meet the
Not
molasses.
dash. Oh yeah. Okay,
You
so
meet the molasses.
then I go around the
around.
fog to the left.
Got it. What's your movement?
40.
Okay. You see G, Vesper, and Haj'Draal. You see G dart forward, running in with his little gnome legs, lifting up a little bit of mist as he moves forward towards the other side of the port. All right, G, that is your turn.
Yes.
Vesper, your turn now.
The way that G went, is that towards our destination, or is that like...
It would be towards the other side of the port, towards the docks. Now, specifically towards the destination, you would not know.
Okay. Don't wanna go... Yeah, I'd probably just follow G and, turn to Emily and Haj'Draal and be like, let's go.
All right.
Try to go around the fog after G.
Got it. Fair enough. That's easy enough for you to do. I mean, you can keep up with him. You can even go farther than him, I believe.
You can dash.
Yeah, I can 50. If I dash, I go even
If you're
farther.
not using your bonus action or reaction, you could dash and we go way past me. I
But
start
I don't
running and
wanna
you're
be
there
too
already.
I don't want to be too far away from you in case
Yeah.
bad
Keep in mind
shit
that
goes down.
although probably there's guards on the other side that are coming towards us already because they've been alerted, so
Yeah.
more are gonna join the party.
Yeah, so that's why I want to stay near G, I think.
All right. So do you want to move the 50 feet still and just be 10 feet away from him, or do you just want to be next to him?
If I move to next to him and I look around, do I see any guards in the immediate vicinity?
Roll a perception check, Vesper.
Perception. 24.
Wow. Well, with your monk senses in the midst of all of this fight and all the spell casting and all the clanking of armor, you do hear more clanking of armor coming from what would be from the port. It would be to your right, which means it would be in an eastern direction. So as you're going down the port to your right, you hear more clanking of armor coming through from that side. But there are, there's obstacles in here. As you now look around, and with the moonlight is enough for you to perceive that this was kind of left in a hurry. And there's crates out on the ground and like spilled over. There are like small boats or canoes that are kind of also dropped in the middle of the port, and so it would probably take them some time to move through all of that, but you don't know where the Dalgic's den is, so
Right.
you just know that in that direction there are more guards moving.
There are more guards, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably go like maybe just a little bit past G just to keep a lookout.
All
And
right,
maybe 5 or so feet past him just to
got it.
eagle eye.
Very well. So you guys move. You move really quickly, and you stay around them. There are like shacks and wooden stalls and stuff around you guys. Now
Yeah,
you're
if there's
getting
like
deeper.
something I can like crouch behind, I would probably do that.
Definitely, G2 you guys can stand behind a wall, but you can hear that there are more guards
Vesper
coming.
crouching is my height, so
True.
He doesn't have to crouch.
All right, so Vesper's turn. Violet, it was your turn. You were told to backflip.
I immediately backflip.
All right, roll an acrobatics check for me.
Oh my god.
It's not a high DC.
Lol, 11.
Okay, you jump up and backflip as a barrel begins barreling under you, and as you fall, you kind of have to do a little bit of a 3-point landing. It's a little bit clumsy, but you manage to backflip, and I will say this was your reaction as you backflip, and the barrel is now walking into the group of guards. Give me a moment. They don't
Strike.
see it. Okay. Okay, you hear at least 2 of the guards, you hear and the armor hitting the ground as the barrel moves on through. What do you do?
As I land, I say, "We are not trying to attack or hurt anyone. We just want to see what the source of this disease is. This is all a misunderstanding." And I cast Friends
Okay, roll persuasion.
on the guy that is.
Oh
Wait,
wait,
Come on
just
with me.
punch his teeth out.
I
Do
know I
you need
just
to
broke
see
your
the
teeth in your
target?
nose, but
Do I need to see the target? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait.
sorry you're bleeding.
So fucking punches him in the face. Hey, it's all a misunderstanding, bro.
I can help you
It
take that
just
helmet off.
says. Sorry. It just says for the duration you have advantage on all charisma checks directed to one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. Oh, isn't
They are
hostile.
hostile.
Okay, they are hostile. Okay, I'll just try without the.
Alright, roll a persuasion check.
Pray for me,
Haj'Draal.
Dragal. Wait, what's your god? Dalgar.
Prage.
Dragal.
Wait, persuasion. He said.
Yeah,
Is it
persuasion.
persuasion?
Persuasion.
Natural 19, 21.
21. You hear the
Please.
guards say.
Stop this.
You hear the guards say. In the name of the Darincia Parliament, I cannot let you leave. This is not. You're not supposed to be here. And this is a voice that echoes through the fog as you see like bits of
shit.
fog moving through. I'm sorry, man. There's no talking out of this situation now. You punch him
Okay.
in the face.
Yeah.
I have 30 movements. I'll try to go towards Dalgic's den because I know where it is.
Okay.
And the moment I get out of the fog, do I
Yeah.
get out of the fog?
As you move on through. Yeah.
Because there's molasses.
You sense a.
fine.
A spear kind of move through, but you duck. You know where the spell was cast, right? It was cast before the fog, right, Emily?
Yeah.
It was cast. Okay, so you can. I'm gonna say you can memorize where it was. You move around it. As you heard G and Vesper also move in that direction, you manage to move around it and you get out of the fog.
And immediately when I get out of fog, you see not Vesper, Violet slide and try to get behind something, behind the wall, behind something to hide.
With 30 feet, you probably can't make that distance with
I'll
only the
just
30
try.
feet. You run past, and you are in the middle of this. You're kind of in this zone of the port is pretty open, and the market stands and stalls start to kind of appear right where Vesper and G are right now, and you see them kind of around 20 feet away from you.
I'll go to them then.
You can't, with your 30 feet, you can't reach them.
I'll
you
go
need to,
towards them.
Okay, you move
In that
towards
direction.
them. And in that zone, you can already see some stalls and market stands here. It's like when the city ends and the port begins was the region where you guys were. And now it starts to get more populated and there are buildings and...
Wait, I still have my action because I couldn't cast friends.
Your action was your persuasion check to him.
Oh, the persuasion.
You
okay,
had to
okay.
like talk directly to them.
Okay.
All right, so that concludes your turn.
Yeah.
Emily, choose yours.
All right, so I'm still concentrating on Aether's mischief.
You are.
Is the spell cube, getting some guards right now?
Yeah,
or not
it
really?
is. There
Yeah?
are
Okay.
guards inside. Yeah, you
Alright,
can sense
because
that.
Okay, because I can move it in case it wasn't. Okay, so now I have to roll again. See what happens. 4, well, stays the same.
Son of a
God
bitch.
damn it. I want the other ones. And okay, can I see who is like closest to a guard right now?
Closest to a guard would be you guys. Would be Emily and
Okay.
Haj'Draal. You guys are behind the barrels. You would be closest to the area where the guards are.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers then.
Okay. Do you have to
Second
see
level.
your target?
One creature of your choice within range can hear.
All right.
They have to hear. That's
All right,
it.
got it. So you're gonna cast it at second level at the
Yeah.
first guard.
Yeah, the closest one.
Okay. Go. So what save do I have to make?
It's
Wisdom,
a
right?
wisdom.
He fails. Oh my god! How much damage is that? Am I reading it?
19. Yeah, and now
We did.
he will have to, if he's not dead, he have to move away
Okay.
as much possible as he can from me.
I want to ask you this: are you aiming to kill?
No.
Okay, you just want to knock him out.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me, what are these dissonant whispers he hears in his brain? What do you want to infuse into his being?
Like this terrible, nonsensical melody that is so terrible that he just like shrieks in pain.
All right. You hear him yell up, "Ah! Ah!" and then a loud thud and clanking of armor as he falls on the ground. So this guy, one of the guards here, is unconscious on the ground right now. Are you moving at all?
No, I'm saying.
You're gonna stay here? Okay.
Actually, no. You're like all moving
Yeah.
away, right?
Yeah.
They
yeah.
are.
So I'm gonna go towards.
Okay,
G,
you
for
move your
example.
30 feet? Is it 30 feet?
Yeah.
You move your 30 feet towards them, and you kind of reach Violet. You're like 5 feet away or 10 feet away from Violet right now, as you run into the port, deeper into the port. All right, so that's your turn, Emily. Haj'Draal, it is yours.
So to run, can I concentrate while I run to
Yeah.
like with the? Okay, then while I concentrate, I run/dash. Dash is running is probably different things, right?
Yeah, dashing is you need to take your action to double your movement speed. That's what.
Yeah,
dashing
exactly.
is.
And I can't do that because I'm concentrating. I assume.
You can. No, you
Oh,
can.
you can.
Okay, then while I concentrate, I dash to follow Emily and go to them.
Okay, so with 6, you have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah. 30
So
feet.
with 60 feet with your action dash, you actually reach, get past Violet and get past Emily, and you actually reach pretty close to G, of where G is right now. Yeah, and you hear the clanking, clank, 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 as Haj'Draal is running as fast as he possibly can. He's a big boy. He's a big dragonborn.
Chunky guy. Yeah.
Now Vesper and G, you guys see Haj'Draal as he is going past you. You kind of hold him back so that he stays in cover. You guys are, all three of you are in unison right now, in sync, in the same at the same distance from the other side of the port. And looking out, Haj'Draal, into the port, you see that to reach the docks, there's a lot of running to do. This place is huge. There's like streets, I would say, that are formed now at the end of the slope, of like wooden stalls and buildings and some other establishments that are here. They're kind of like form loose streets. There's still a ways to go until you reach the docks. Right. So you take it that if you're running for this, you have to find a way to, to permanently fix the situation of guards after you.
Right. Okay.
All right.
As I reach my destination, I ask them, "Is anyone hurt?"
I think we're fine.
Nope.
Nope.
We good? Okay. Then I just wait. I finish my turn. Wait
Got
for
it.
the rest.
So now it is the guards' turn. Two of the guards, they exit the fog now. They can move enough through the thing to exit the fog, and immediately as they exit the fog through the side,
Didn't they get hit by the barrel? Didn't that put them prone?
Yeah, but there's another one of the guards is free. So one of them moves out of the fog.
Oh,
The
so
other
it's the one that Violet punched, and another one
There are other
are
two.
the ones. Okay.
So the one that Violet punched, plus the other guy fell down from the barrel. The other guy was fine.
Okay.
So now one of them moves out of the thing while the other gets up, and you see him at the edge of the fog. So you can see him exit, but he's not close enough to Violet or Emily. But the other one is now within around 10 feet. And as he sees Emily, he's gonna throw his spear at Emily here. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
19 hits.
It's always Emily.
That is going to be 6 points of piercing damage as a spear kind of hits your shoulder and cuts through you. Fortunately, it didn't stick to you and stick to the ground, but it kind of grazed your shoulder and it hurt a little bit. And he's gonna continue yelling out. The other guard's gonna continue yelling out intruders into the port. Meanwhile, never mind. You guys don't know what happens meanwhile. All right, G, it's your turn.
So there's no guard close enough to me, Vesper and Haj'Draal.
Yeah, no. I would say that they're about 25 feet away from you now.
And is there like any alleyway next to us? No, we're against the wall.
Yeah, you're against the wall.
Are these crates like leading up to the rooftops?
There are like crates around that would allow you to get on top of the rooftop of one of these wooden stalls, but they're not like or buildings, but they're not tall enough where you would have a lot of cover. Okay. There are some taller buildings further down the port, but you can also try to break in if you want. You see one of the windows of this kind of wooden shack where you're at. You can try to break into that if you want as well.
Yeah, but that would also maybe be a way to like lock ourselves in. I just want to dash towards the port then, 80 feet.
All right, super fast gnome dashes in the direction of the port. As you continue moving down, you hear what will be to your left, so the west of the port. You hear clanking of armor. So with Vesper's information and you moving deep and now knowing, there are guards moving up the port in the direction of your group right now.
That's to my left, but
yeah, to your left.
What's in front of me?
In front of you is the street that goes down the port. Or unless you want to hide behind another building, another structure, you can do so.
I will hide for now.
All right. So you duck behind a barrel next to one of these wooden buildings. Anything else you want to do? You want to? Oh, you can't shout or else they'd hear you.
Yeah, I already dashed in.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's it.
All right, G. Vesper, it's your turn.
How far? Wait, I can throw dynamite up to 60 feet away if I light it and throw it, right?
I would say so. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm just thinking, just spitballing here. Throw dynamite in the general direction of the guards that we hear coming at us, maybe block off their path.
Mm-hmm.
And then we keep going.
There's only one way to find out if that works or not.
In the death of the silence of the night.
They're already shouting.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
We already have Violet making thunder punches.
As long as it doesn't murder them.
What do you want to do, Vesper? What's your gut telling you?
Would the dynamite kick up like a lot of debris and like kind of obscure vision?
I am afraid that the only person that would know the extent of what the dynamite could do is in this moment 80 feet away from you. Deep in the port.
Hold on. I have an idea. I can use... Wait, can't I use a key point to like have an action and then use dash?
Yeah, you can use a key point and your bonus action to use Step of the Wind and have dash, yeah.
So I could catch up to G.
You could. And
And
ask
then
him.
ask him.
Oh god.
I mean, I have to get up there anyways.
I stand there quiet because I already used everything. You ask and I'm just staring.
Hey, Vesper, what does your gut tell you? Is this what you want to do? Go for it.
I'm really tempted. Okay, so
I vote yes.
From where I'm at to
Yeah.
where G's at, he's 60 feet away, right?
80
60
feet.
80 feet.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, and we know the guards are coming from the left.
Yeah. You know the guards are coming from your right. He knows that there are
shit, that's
guards
right.
on the left.
Shit.
Yeah.
So we're basically being pincered right now.
It would. I mean, Vesper doesn't know that you're being pincered.
Right.
But that seems to be what's happening.
Shit. So I know they're coming from the right.
Yeah.
I have to go that way anyways. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the dynamite.
All right,
in the direction to the right.
Okay, you're next to the ground is cobblestone, so you manage with your claw to light up the dynamite, I'd say, and you're throwing in the direction of where you hear the guards.
Yeah.
you hear it click, 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 click on the ground, and through the silence, and you have pretty good perception. You also hear the of the fuse. Let's see what happens. All right.
Oh no.
Anything else you want to do? Do you want to move towards G?
I'm gonna do the dash towards G to catch up to him.
All right, let's go. Key point, bonus action, step of the wind, and with monkey speed, you reach G as he is hiding behind a barrel here next to a wall. All right, great job. Top of the round, Violet. It is you. You just saw Vesper.
You saw that.
Okay, I'm going to do something crazy here.
Oh my god!
Kick the dynamite into the guards, kill them all.
Oh no!
Violet goes back, grabs the dynamite, throws it at the guards.
Intrusive thoughts.
No, okay. If I want to go back to the fog, I need to go past the guard, right?
Yeah,
It's going to see me.
yeah.
Okay. I will drink the flying potion.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Okay, as a bonus action, you drink the flying potion. You feel your feet lifting up the ground.
I go halfway of my flying speed up,
Yeah.
and I say, as I said, I am your nightmare. You need to come to me. And I fly through the fog to
Like
draw
the
attention.
bird?
You're gonna
Like dive bomb?
Yep, I'm going to dive through the fog, and I screamed it so the other guards will hear me and come to me.
Wait,
Ooh.
that's up to me to say.
I'm just assuming they're going to hear me.
Yeah, they probably
Oh,
would.
Sylvanas.
If you're screaming, they will hear you. Okay, so
I'm going to dive to the floor.
You dive into the floor, into the middle of the fog, so past one of the guards that was already outside of the fog, and the other one that was, still covered in it but was at the edge. You go past them, and you're in the middle there, and you feel you feel this kind of strange, slimy liquid touch your skin as soon as you go down. How big is the cube fish? Could you check?
Yeah.
And what's your flight speed, Violet?
Potion of flying.
A cube is 20 feet.
Okay.
It doesn't say. Is it my walking speed?
It
But
could be.
flying?
Yeah, it could be. Wait.
It's 30 feet.
All right, 30 feet. So you move into the air, so 10 feet, and then
15.
or 15. Okay, 15 feet, and then if you move 15 feet back into, you don't make it to the fog.
I don't make it to the fog.
No,
But
because you move
it's-
30 feet away from it.
Okay. Okay, wait. Because that can be my action, and as my bonus action, I bring the thunder and ride the lightning.
Your bonus action was used to drink the potion of flying.
Can that be my
It cannot.
Shit!
Can you not action surge? Do you need to attack for that?
Oh, I can. True. Action surge!
Action surge! All right, so you drink the potion. You use your first action to dash. Is that it?
I try, yeah.
Wait. Actually, you'd have to use your action to yell out this way. I would say this is
Yeah.
not a quick message. You're actually trying to draw attention, and then you use your other action to dash inside. Is that it?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So you're about in the middle of the fog, and you feel the molasses in your skin from Nathir's mischief. I also need you to roll an intimidation check.
Oh, please. Intimidation. Oh, 18.
All right. Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. All right, Violet. Is that your turn?
Okay, so did I use already the action surge?
Yeah, you did to dash inside, or else you wouldn't be able to. Use your action
okay.
to intimidate them, then your action surge, action to dash. Inside.
Okay, and I'm inside the fog.
You're inside the fog.
Okay, cool.
Got it. Okay. Emily, it is your turn, and you sense a new body entering the mischief.
Okay. Can I move it 10 feet in a way that the cube does not touch Violet? I mean, if I can even see because of the fog.
You can't really see
Yeah.
where she is. You just sense someone entering the spell, but you don't know exactly where they are. But you know that someone new entered the spell and it matched Violet's timing.
Okay. I'm gonna move it 10 feet away from me.
Okay, 10 feet away from you. Got it. So
Yeah.
further into the side where the other 3 guards were coming. And
Yeah,
as
exactly.
as you move it 10 feet in that direction, you sense 3 new bodies
Great.
inside of the spell.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And now I'm gonna roll. 1. What is 1? The smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you until the start of the next turn.
All right, let's see.
I love.
Natural 20 on one, 19 on the other, and a 3 on the other guy. So one of them failed and is charmed by you. The other 2 succeeded.
All right. And now, this is pure chaos. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm
Tough situation.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do the same thing again. Dissonant whispers.
All right, use your action to dissonant whispers
yeah.
at
Level
the one that threw the spear at you, or
Yeah, of course.
All right, gotcha.
Bastard. First level.
Natural
roll
one.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
7 damage.
7
and it has
points
to
damage.
move max speed away from me.
Is it on his turn or is it now?
Immediately.
Okay, so you see him grab onto his head and begin to fall back inside of the fog, and as he moves 30 feet, just at the tip of the spell, you sense another body get hit by this. Is it when they enter that they have to make the saving throw?
Good question. Let me check.
How many bodies are in
I think-
in the cube?
They're all getting all close and comfy.
I think it's only when it's like the start of my turn.
All right,
so
gotcha.
He shouldn't be affected now, I
And
think.
so he's not affected now. Got
Yeah.
it.
We're all
Very well.
smelling apple pies.
Oh, what's this? It smells delicious, but I'm getting my ass kicked. All right, so you're are you moving now towards
Yeah.
the rest of your friends? 30 feet.
Yeah.
All right, very well, Emily. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna cast shield through my loot.
A shield is a reaction spell. You gain that AC whenever something tries to hit you. You can use shield as a reaction
Oh, okay.
to add
Sorry.
that to your bonus AC, or
Okay, okay.
to add that bonus to your AC. All right. So anything else?
No.
Got it. So now, Haj'Draal, it is your turn. Right now, the other 2, G and Vesper, are around 80 feet away from you. And behind you, away, I would say 30 to 35 feet, there's Emily rushing back as you saw Violet dive back into the fog.
So Emily is still not next to me yet?
Yeah, not next to you yet.
Okay. As I see that Emily got wounded, I'll cast Healing Words, since she's in my vision.
All right, bonus action healing word. What's your healing word?
So I'll once again close my eyes and say, Dalgar, please heal her soul. And yeah.
Oh, that's
I'll-
pretty cool.
5. Wow. Okay, I mean it was 6 damage, so
There you go.
hope you.
Can
Five
I-
points of healing.
Can I react to this?
sure.
Okay, you see me not react whatsoever? Pretty much, because I wasn't damaged.
Oh my god, the temporary
Because-
hit point.
Exactly.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh.
Can I
great.
react? I won't react.
Can I react? I don't want to react. By the way, you're stupid.
Hey, hey, dude, look, your healing word is already better than last campaign. Last campaign's healing word was no. Sarah yelled no as his healing word. All right, so that was your bonus action. Still have your action to dash if you want to do that.
Yes, I will dash to join them And hopefully that'll be a marker for Emily to also follow me into the
Got it.
next to them.
You begin dashing. Your dash allows you to move 60 feet, so you're just 20 feet behind Vesper and G. But you're still getting closer, and you manage to duck behind another corner of these buildings.
Yes.
All right, so it's the guards' turns now. There are 3 guards inside. One of them is charmed, and you, Violet, you inside the fog. You hear, wait, we shouldn't. We shouldn't attack them. They mean well. They mean well. And the other guards are confused and continue moving. And as you dove deep into the fog, you feel the bump of 2 bodies against you. And you see that these shapes, like the armor, moving past the fog. It is very dense, thick fog. They're gonna try to like attack you, but they might hit each other. Let's see. As they bump into you. All right. That's the first attack. Second attack. Okay. All right. So one of those attacks was a worthy roll. That's a 16. Does the 16 hit you?
No.
Well, it hits the other guard. You see them try to flail around with their spears, and you kind of like using your fighter senses. You begin ducking and moving past the spear as you did hear. That was me, you idiot! And one of the guards is hit for a total of where's my okay. It's a 2 damage, but it's still not exactly.
Miss input.
It's still not comfortable. All right, those guards are gonna stay there. The guard that was oh yeah, he was pushed back, and then there was another guard that was at the edge. He comes out of the fog, and he's gonna try to look for Emily in this whole situation. He moves a little bit forward, looks to the left, and down one of these winding streets. He does spot you, Emily, and with his spear, or what looks like a spear from this distance, he's gonna try to throw it at you again.
Can I cast the reaction now with the shield?
You can. If you can actually tell me if you want to cast it when you know my roll.
Okay,
So
sure.
it might not still hit you, so
Yeah.
just so you don't
Alright.
waste it. Mm-hmm. That's a 6.
Okay.
It hits one of the wooden buildings. Shit! And he takes out a sword, and but he's looking straight at you. And right now, this is the only guard that has visual down the street and can see you, Emily, and no one else, as you are covering kind of the vision for Haj'Draal, Vesper, and G. The other guards continue moving. Vesper, G, you now listen. You can now hear louder noises to your right and left of the clanking of armor as
To the
they're
right,
moving.
it's the dynamite, right?
Yeah. As
Still going. Psst.
yeah, it's going still. And in fact, I would say that at this moment, the distance at which you hear the clanking of armor is the same as the distance
no.
you hear the dynamite going psst. And it is your turn.
Okay. As I look to the left, what do I see on this street?
All right, so on the street, you see, well, more like winding space, empty space covered in spilled crates, and it's just, it's like ragtag, rough and tumble kind of shit buildings. It's broken stone. There's some buildings that look a little bit better. But are made of wood. It's kind of like the people.
But there's
here
a clear passage
Yeah.
for them to go through.
There's a clear passage.
Is there anything I can break to create a barrier?
Well, there's a wall of one of these buildings. Looks like if you hit it really hard, it could probably crumble into the middle of the street.
Okay, then I wanna go to that wall and I wanna hit it with my hammer.
All right, so you move. I would say this would probably take 30 feet of your movement to just cross
At 40. Yeah.
to the other side and like smack at the wall. Go ahead and roll an attack.
I'm gonna roll here. Wait. I'm gonna roll in the app.
Yes, sir.
That's 13.
A 13 hits. It's a wall.
Oh wait, no, I rolled damage.
Oh, then roll the hit. I just want to see the
Well, to hit, it was a 27.
Well, this, yeah, it's a roll. You hit it. Go ahead and so it was 13 damage.
It was a 13 for damage. Yeah.
Oh, did you roll the 2d10?
1d10.
Roll another d10 because you're holding it with your power arm, your prosthetic.
7.
All right, so 20 total
I don't know why
damage.
it's not going through there.
You see Vesper, you see the little gnome run up and jump across this like broken wall, the front broken wall of one of the buildings, and poof, hammer the wall. And as he does hammer that farther wall, it begins cracking. It begins cracking and it's almost falling. You probably have to attack it again to have it break.
But I can't.
You can. You have
I'm
to attack.
not raging.
No, you have 2 attacks. Your barbarians have 2 attacks at level from level 5.
So that's 13 to hit.
13 to hit. It hits as a wall.
It's a wall.
Go ahead. I just want to. I'm
Can
just
you
looking
dodge?
for the. I'm just looking for the natural one.
10d6. It's a 14.
All right.
And then 10d6 again.
Or 1d10 is the damage that
1d10. Yes. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So 2d10
1d10,
total.
13, and then the other 1d10. It's 14.
All right. Well, you hammer it again, and the wall crumbles all the way down into the street, and dust is kicked up. So you manage to block that street, and you can still move 10 feet back if you want.
Yeah, I use the 10 feet to walk, and then as a bonus action, can I shout?
You can.
I just shout at them, keep running!
All right. So, that was the end of your turn?
Yep.
Vesper. At this moment, you hear...
Oh no.
You hear the clanking of armor. And then you hear... Huh, wait! What's this? As a giant explosion in the middle of the street, you guys see this burst of dust just kicked up in the air. And a shield fly away into your street as it rolls down. I'm gonna need you to roll. I'm gonna need you to roll the damage for the explosive. I believe I told you guys, didn't I? How much damage would be a stick of explosive?
Yeah,
I can check it in my notes.
I don't remember.
Wait. Let me see.
It's 3d6? No, 3d6 is saving throw.
1d10 fire damage is what I wrote down.
All right, then there you go. I need you to roll 1d10 for me, please. Fire damage first.
6.
6 points. Now I need you to roll the part that you didn't know. I need you to roll 4d6 bludgeoning damage for me, please.
Roll what?
4d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. Can I?
Murderers.
4. 5.
Mm-hmm.
1. 6.
Mhm.
6.
Okay. So
12.
One.
total of
13?
total of 13 or
Yeah.
total of
5,
13.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus
13.
the 6 fire damage, right?
5. Oh yeah, 6 fire damage. Uh-oh.
Well, you can't see what happened, but you don't hear the clanking of armor anymore, and it's your turn.
Well. Vesper just goes, oops, and runs after G.
You run way
Well,
past
that's
me
small.
because I'm like 10 feet away.
Now, would the Dalgic then, like, would we have a sign because it's an inn, right?
Yeah, it is an inn, but I'm telling you, you still have,
still have a long
lot to
way-
run.
okay.
and so what I'm looking for here is for you guys to shake them off.
Get farther. Okay.
Yeah.
All the way.
I
All
want you
50
guys to shake them off first, because otherwise you're gonna be chased for a long time. So
Actually, if I dash, I could go way farther.
you're 100 feet if you dash.
Yeah.
We're leaving 2 of them behind. As
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Like, I don't want to
and
leave it too far
Haj'Draal is in the
behind.
middle. Like, well,
But right now, there was a giant explosion and a wall that just broke down. So the guards are splitting their attention through other things.
Right.
Depending on what happens with Violet right now, because she's the only one, and Emily, because they're the only ones who are currently in visual, let's say, of guards. Depending on what happens, you guys might be able to get out of combat right now, because everybody is safe except for Violet and Emily. Okay.
Yeah,
I just want.
behind.
Okay, I just want this to be clear. Okay, so Violet, it's your turn now. With her dashing away, it's your turn. Middle of the fog.
Violet just thinks, shit, what the fuck are they doing? Because she's heard the fucking explosion.
Yeah, you heard an explosion.
And she's going to say, like, in the middle of the heat, I'm so glad you are distracted. The king is going to die anyway. And
Okay, all right.
I'll just bring the thunder by the lightning and
Okay.
run the opposite side. I still have my flying,
You're
right?
still flying. You can fly above. Yeah.
And I'll try to fly to a roof.
Okay, you're gonna fly off to a roof. Okay.
Yeah.
You have. All right. So first of all, do you want this thing that you said? Is this
It's to
something-
intimidate,
Okay.
and it's
so
for them
let's-
to go.
Let's roll another intimidation check then.
We're not going to kill any king, okay, guys?
Well, I watched you kill some guards, so I hope you're okay with that.
Oh, 16 plus 7. It's a lot.
Thank you.
Hope!
Okay. I'm gonna take a note here every time you say something like they're gonna do this because I said this, so that you
It's
know
23.
you still know who has the power in this house.
I know.
All right, so I'm gonna say they're confused inside the fog. One of them is charmed. You just said those words in the middle of the fog. There's just, it's just fog around them from Haj'Draal's spell, and they're just hearing these whispers and these voices that they don't know where they're coming from. I'm gonna say they don't even try to attack you. You just fly out into a roof. That was your action. Your bonus action to activate Bring the Thunder and Ride the Lightning, right? How much movement does that give you? Now that you have that on.
It's double, so 60.
Oh, Jesus! You can go right past. Well, he would still see you if you're flying out of the fog. There's one guard now. The one that sees Emily. That one guard sees you fly out and fly into a roof. All right,
Fine.
but is that your turn?
Yeah.
That's your turn, Emily. Now it's yours. There's that one guard in front of you
Yes.
right now.
Alright, so I have to do the mischiefs.
Yeah.
No, Nathan's mischief. Okay, roll d4. Ooh, 3. Okay, let me scroll. Each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or begin giggling until the start of your next turn. A giggling creature is incapacitated and uses all its movement to move in a random direction.
Oh my god.
They all failed the saving throw. You just hear a cackling, a creepy cackling of and they're gonna start I suppose they have to move instantly. They're gonna start moving in random directions, so I'm gonna roll d4 here, actually d8 to see in which direction they move. So that one moves back. That one moves back. What the fuck? Same roll. What the fuck? I just rolled exactly the same. I just rolled 2 3 times in a row. 3 of them are gonna move in the back. Well, not exactly back, but they're gonna move. What would be south? Oh god. Southeast. If we were actually looking at the map, so they're moving in the direction of G and Vesper, but like to the left instead of towards them. So they're moving down. They're moving downward, but still away from you. So those 3, that's what's happening. Now, what do you want to
Having a
do?
great time.
How far is the guard that is looking at me?
He's probably, I'd say you moved, so he's probably 30 feet away from you.
Okay. I want to like move towards like G, like
Okay.
their direction, but
Yeah.
in a way that I'm still a little bit far from the guard that is being a creep at me right now. And I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna make a very cute small flower, and I'm gonna extend my hand towards him and be like, "Do me no harm."
What is happening? So you're gonna move towards G, so it's away from the guard, and then you're gonna turn to him and offer him a
Yeah,
flower.
Yeah, being like, I intend no harm, like I'm not hurting you right now. See, I'm a friend, kind of.
Man,
Yeah.
I would totally love to give you a roll for that, but With an explosion happening? I can't do it, man!
You didn't make the explosion.
I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna say roll a persuasion check at disadvantage. And because of your subclass, you can't roll lower than a 10.
Yeah. Persuasion disadvantage.
I don't need a 20 for that.
21.
Holy.
He's definitely gonna cock his head at you.
Like a dog.
But, and he's gonna, he's not gonna smirk. There was an explosion. He's panicking. He's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna stay there. That was a good try. If you had like a natural 20, I would probably have given that to you. But in this circumstance, I can't. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'll just keep holding my flower.
Got it. You're holding a flower in the middle of the street. Explosion. Boom. Wall falling down. Fog. Flying violet. Yeah. All right. So Emily, that's your turn?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Haj'Draal, it is your turn. Emily is now close to 30 feet away from you, and you see her holding a flower to a guard beyond her.
All right. So where did this explosion happen? Was it, what distance was it from me?
Oh, it was probably 60 feet away from you. From where you are
60
right now.
feet.
Yeah, 60 feet, 80 feet away from where you are right now. You can still see the dust in the air.
Okay, so it's dust, okay.
What is
So,
happening?
I mean, the thing is, my character is a priest. I don't, like, he's a cleric. I don't know if he'd sit well with that. I think, for role-playing measures, I'll get worried about the guards and I'll try to dash towards the explosion.
Oh.
Okay. Fair enough to do, my guy. I respect that. So you dash towards the explosion to try to look for the guards. And as you reach there with your 60 feet, you can see just beneath the dust. Actually, I'm going to give you a perception check to see exactly what you can.
Okay, I'll do
Notice.
perception.
Yeah, please give me a perception.
So, by the way, the dash is a bonus action, right? Or is it a...
No, it's an action for you. Yeah.
an
The
action,
only
okay.
people that can bonus action dash are monks with key and rogues with their cunning action.
Okay, got it.
So how much was that?
That was a 13.
You look immediately to your right, and there's an armored arm ripped out
Holy
just
fuck.
to your right, outside of the blast radius. There is a chunk of twisted armor and a blown off face, and like ripped out of the torso, sitting a little ways to your left. They were all killed.
Oh wow. I'll stare at that like perplexed on how could this be? What?
They're average Joes, man. They're just guards.
Holy okay, there's no I don't think there's any saving here, right? It's...
Yeah, you can't. You probably can't. Yeah, this is out of
Well,
your
Time
there's
reach.
or
Velox
something?
Mors.
I mean, I have spared the dying, but
No, spare the dying would be for someone who's
when
you
they're
know,
unconscious or something,
Yeah.
not when they're fucking ripped. Well,
they're ripped apart. That went pretty over their hit points there.
all right. So I used all my movement to get there because it was 60 feet. I assume I doubled from 30.
Yeah. So you're
I-
just there now. You just can't do anything else. Maybe pray, I guess.
I have. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that actually.
You're gonna pray for their
I'll
souls.
use my bonus section to.
Pray while running.
Oh, Dalgar, please deliver their souls to peace.
Man, that is
That's
awesome.
it. I'll just stand there.
Dude,
I end my
poor
turn.
Haj'Draal, confronted with
Yeah.
the violence of
I
explosion.
want to save people. Fucking blows 3 guards. And they're
It
trying
was
to do
not my intention.
Man,
Misinput.
all right, now it's the guard's turn. The other guard's gonna move 30 feet. He has a sword in his hand, but he can't move further. He's going to dash to be in melee with you, Emily, and he runs towards you, and you see him kind of take an attack stance, putting his scimitar over his shield and looking at you. What do you even want? What's happening? Due to the explosion, Haj'Draal, you begin hearing the clanking of armor coming towards the explosion now, as it seems to have been enough to draw the attention of guards, and there's clanking of armor now coming to the direction of the explosion. And as for the guards that were giggling, They are lost way beyond their reach, your reach now. They're in the fog, messing with each other. They don't know what is happening. And G, the ones that the wall you knocked, you hear guards close to that wall saying, "Fuck, shit, jump around it, come on!" And they're trying to climb the rubble that you caused in the middle of that street. So the barricade was successful at least. That's gonna be the guards' turns. All right, G, it's your turn. Vesper's on deck. I would like to remind you, only one guard that can see you remains.
Dash down the street.
Dash down the street towards Vesper. I'm gonna say now, actually, G and Vesper, both of you are safe out of combat for now. So we're gonna skip your turns from now on.
Okay.
As both of you are safe. So that being said, Vesper, we're gonna skip yours right now and go back to Violet, who is on top of a rooftop right now flying. There's only one guard, melee with Emily. You are about, I would say, 15 feet away from this guard.
16.
15 feet away from this guard.
Okay, I'm on the rooftop, right?
Yeah, you're on the rooftop.
I'll jump off the rooftop and land on top of the guard with my heel on his head.
Oh god, okay,
boy.
roll an attack for me, please. This
Just
guard is not
killing
been
everybody.
damaged.
While she's doing that, I'm still with my flower on the hand. All right.
Distraction.
Wait. I can make a knockout, right? And he's going to be incapacitated.
Yeah, if you want to, you can try to
I'll
do a
do that.
knockout. All right.
And natural 1.
So first attack, you try to drop down with your heel. He notices you, raises his shield, and parries you off again, but you're still flying.
Oh, I'm still flying, right? And I roundhouse kick him. Knockout.
Roundhouse kick him. Knockout strike again.
Natural 20. Oh my god. what
Holy
the
shit.
fuck?
Okay,
ends of the
natural
spectrum.
20. Go ahead and roll
Oh
the damage
my
for me,
God.
please.
Oh Jesus. Oh my god.
You
It's
can
a
you double
1d8,
the combo as
1d6.
well.
I doubled the combo.
You double the combo dice, you double the thunder dice, you double the damage dice.
I'm going to kill him. I don't want to kill him, by the way.
Okay, got it.
8 plus 10, 18. 18 plus 6. This is already doubled.
All right. So can you please describe to me how you finish off this poor fellow?
When he shields, I kind of go back and with my heel, I kick him up. Because I'm
wow.
still flying.
Yeah.
So I kick him up so he can, just lie down on his face up and
Alright.
be knocked out. Just completely blacked out. Not dead.
Okay, yeah, you're not aiming to kill. With a natural 20, I can give you that. So you flip up and kicked him in the chin, and Emily, you're handing the flower, and as she kicks him, you see his face like in slow motion, affected by the heel, the Violet's heel, and you see like spittle and the tooth land on top of your flower from prestidigitation, as he then spins in the air and falls on the ground, sitting, knocked out. You both are safe now, and you can continue running. Haj'Draal, is it your intention to also run back and start heading down the port with Violet and Emily?
Yes, it is.
All right. So if
I
that
say
is
to
your-
Haj'Draal, is not dead. And I continue running.
or flying.
Or flying.
So if nobody else wants to do anything to the guards, we were gonna bring this out of the combat sequence that I did not plan, because the port goes on for like, thousands of feet. Like, it's it's a pretty big space here. It's a whole section of town. I didn't expect you to just start this situation, but you never expect it, right? That's what makes it awesome. But yeah, let's bring us out of combat as you guys continue running. So I'm gonna say it takes you a little while, but you manage to catch up to Vesper and to G. As you guys kind of convene, you hear the guards, "Hey, here!" And they're all starting to gather up on the place where you guys were. and around the area of the explosion. But you guys all convene and meet. There's still quite a little bit of streets that you guys have to cross. But I'm gonna say with all this distraction, you guys will manage to do so safely. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about right now, would be the time.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that explosion?
Who's Jesus?
Why did you punch the poor man?
I was just trying to create a distraction.
Why is
That
violence
work?
your first choice?
Vesper doesn't know she killed them, right? She wouldn't.
No.
She wouldn't have seen that. So
Unless
I was never planning to kill anyone. It was just to knock them out. So you guys could run.
Ahead.
Who are you people?
Hey, I didn't kill anyone.
You made them scream though. What did
Yes.
you do?
And laugh as well. It was cool. You want to laugh?
No, I don't want to
And
laugh.
I start like extending my fingers to tickle Violet.
I just grabbed one of her hands. Stop.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, just forget it. Was there any deaths?
I silently turn to Violet and I nod my head while closing my eyes.
Holy shit. Those were innocent guards. Oh my. Okay,
We
let's.
cannot do this ever again. Are we clear?
I was not planning.
never my intention to kill anyone. I was just trying to get us a cover so we could get away.
So you decide to. Oh, okay. Just.
You tell that to your gods later.
I don't think she should keep the dynamite.
Not so professional.
Just. Okay, we'll let this pass. Okay. Are we close to Dalgic's den?
You're not close, but you can walk there. It will take you around like a solid like 10-15 minutes of walking through the streets now. To be stealthy, this is. It will take you probably like 5 minutes if you were running, but it's probably not a good idea. So
let's just go and talk while we walk.
as you guys are walking and talking, like sometimes you have to hush as you notice a guard pass on. Eventually, you reach the actual like docks. So what you realize here in the port, now that you've crossed its entirety, it's that there's this kind of living area, or it's a loose living area, and there's warehouses. There's more warehouses than anything. The space where that G crumbled down looked like a warehouse. There's tons and tons, hundreds of warehouses just in this section. This is the largest port in the continent, and you now really get a sense for its dimension, as it is kind of, it wraps around the inlet that creates the fjords here in the south of Ipsa. This is an enormous place, and there's precarious living places, there's warehouses, there's buildings of establishments with boards and signs. And now that you've reached the actual portion of the docks where there's just market stalls and stands all around, some are broken down, left in a hurry. And you've clearly seen this as you've gone through this section of the city. You see a statue, like a giant statue that you had spotted before, like far away. This giant statue of a man with like long elven ears and like very soft features. Half of his body it looks elven with kind of like marked abs and pecs, although not exaggerated, and the other half is fish. With kind of each scale individually, not this fish, no. With each scale individually detailed. He holds kind of an ornate harpoon in one hand that is very similar to the one that Haj'Draal carries. And he also has a crown on his head with a similar pattern of like triple indentation on the harpoon that sits above his head. It's very thin, a very thin crown. And around the man in the statue, you see a sea creature that looks kind of serpentine in nature, with multiple tentacles that end in fins coming out of its body. Kind of Leviathan from Final Fantasy vibes situation. This statue, Haj'Draal recognizes because he's been here a lot. This is a statue of Dalgar. It's a statue of his god.
You're right.
And as you move past it, now with this particular area clear of guards, as everyone's running in the direction of the explosion, sure enough, Violet, you recognize Dalgic's den in the docks around 60, 80 feet away from you at this moment. Maybe more, 120 feet away from you. You hear the gentle sound of the waves kind of splashing against the docks. And you see this 2-story establishment that is made of like wet wood that is covered in shells on the lower parts and edges. It is built like on the docks, and it looks like the upside down hull of a ship. Kind of if you turn the ship upside down. There are windows that are kind of foggy. The fog continues to kind of crawl into this space, and it covers you a little bit better. But you know this building to be the Dalgic's den.
As you said, the things around the docks or the port, you said that it looked rushed, right? Like everyone left everything and...
Exactly.
So the merchant stands are... They have things, right?
Yeah, there's rotten fish, rotten food.
Are there simple knives?
Yeah, you could probably find a simple knife, yeah.
I'll grab 3.
Right. Sure, I said 1, but you can grab 3 of them.
I'll grab 3.
You grab 3 little... These are not daggers, these are just knives.
Just knives. It's
Okay.
fine.
Got it, they're smaller than a dagger. Okay.
Okay. Okay. There's our spot.
And
Let's
what
go.
exactly are you looking for here?
We're looking for Dalgic's den. That's our information. We just go in and see what we find. And pray to Dalgar, I think.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Right, so you go up to the door?
Do you want to bless us or something? Just with the...
I turn to the statue of Dalgar.
I'm not saying the
Christianity.
bless spell, just bless us.
Yeah, I turn to the statue of Dalgar. I close my eyes. May Dalgar bless us. And I turn to them. Let's proceed.
Let's go. I go in first.
Right, you go to open the door and it's locked.
Oh, for fuck's sake, a locked door! Dungeons and Dragons party nightmare. Are there any windows?
I punch the door in
With your bonker?
with my metal arm.
Go ahead and roll to hit and then roll damage for me, please.
It's 26 to hit
For this, yeah.
and well, for now, let's roll a 1d10. Where's my d10?
For the bonker, isn't the bonker 1d6? The the tonker is 1d6.
Oh yeah, it's my unarmed strike.
Yeah, it's your
Right.
tinker tonker is 1d6.
Okay,
or
that was a +9, but it's a 21.
yeah.
And then it's a 1d6 + 5. That's 10 damage.
All right, where are you aiming at the in the door? Center, lock, hinges.
At the lock, at the where the
Okay, got
the
it.
handle would be.
You punch through it, and you manage to pretty easily open the door as the entire locking mechanism just crumbles down.
Ladies first.
By the
Okay,
way,
I'll go in.
quick
Nice
thing.
confidence.
Yeah.
So earlier, I think on the last episode or something, or the episode before that, I heard that G had something in his arm, like something was cracked or something.
I have a metal arm.
Yeah, but
Oh.
do you have like any cracks there? Is it
No,
damaged? in some way?
because I tinker my own arm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
okay,
it's,
okay.
It's perfectly fine. It's not damaged.
All right,
But yeah, it's
then
not
never
damaged.
mind. Then I proceed onwards as well.
All right, you guys walk inside, and wow, I know this is kind of a common theme, but it is a port city, and they make their money off of this. It reeks of fish in here. There are hammocks all around. There are hanging lanterns that are currently down. So whoever has dark vision, you're the only ones that can see really well in here. The others only see what the moonlight that crawls through the foggy windows allows you to. And you see complete like skeletons of abhorrent sea creatures that don't quite make sense in their arrangement. Like you see this sort of fish head with what looks to be a kind of a snaky body and or a fish head on top of what would be a squirrel. You would recognize a squirrel or a lizard body or something, and it is all kind of hanging from the ceiling. And you also see what looks like a circular tank at the center of the space. It's kind of small in size, and it is covered in by a wooden lid. But this is what the Dalgic's Den is famous for, and so Violet will be familiar. The Dalgic's Den is a place where the Dalgics hang out, and the Dalgics are the divers here in Soguk. Soguk has quite the prolific treasure hunting tourism business for divers that use sorts of devices and use these boats that can go underwater to take people treasure hunting, to hunt at the bottom of the fjord, the waters of the fjords here, and even to go inside of the salt mines that are all under Soguk and beyond, all the way through the Ash Caldera. So this tank here is an opening that the divers use to, they're at sea and then they come through that opening because it is built on the docks. You feel kind of the swaying of the sea from inside here of the building. So this is the space that you guys find when you enter. What are you looking for?
I can't see shit.
So it's dark, right? I can't see shit either. Can I cast? I mean, can I cast light? I'll cast light.
You can. What object do you want to glow with your radiant light?
I have this. I have an amulet. I mean, okay, I have an amulet on me, and I'll grab it. I'll close my eyes. I'll say a prayer in my head and illuminate the object.
There you
enough
go.
to irradiate.
Light crawls into the space. You can now see Vesper as well. Everybody, you can see better. And the human Emily. poor Emily. You can also see now. The others that have dark vision, you can also see the space better. What are you looking for here?
Is it only like a large room with a well in the middle?
Yeah, there's that well where they hop out of the sea to come inside, and there's tables, chairs, hammocks. There's a counter, and there's stairs that lead up. As I said, this is a 2-story building.
There's stairs.
Does anything look particularly out of place?
Everything. The chairs are tossed. The tables are on the ground as well. There are hammocks that are only hanging by one of the sides. It looks pretty rough, but as it's been the theme now that you've reached the port.
We don't hear anything weird either.
Roll perception check, Haj'Draal, please. And what did you say, Vesper?
Like any cupboards or anything like that can open drawers.
There are, yes, in the counter. Or near the counter.
I rolled a 24.
24. You don't hear a single thing other than the creaking of the wood as it sways with the sea and the waves beneath. No other noise. Vesper, you mentioned the cupboards. You want to go check?
Yes, I want to go rifle through all the shit.
All right, could you give me an investigation check for me, please?
7.
7. So you ruffle through the space. There are bottles of shitty liquor. There are broken bottles on the ground as well behind, and you see one of the cupboards it doesn't open. It seems to be locked.
Graps, you want to take a swing at this one?
While she's going through the drawers,
Yeah.
you just see my little nomass running up the stairs.
I'll go with him.
Okay, you're both upstairs.
And when I get up there, I scream,
Yeah.
"Ah!" Is there any reaction?
You don't hear anything.
It's safe.
The ultimate test.
Is there any doors up there?
There are a few doors, but first of all, before we go upstairs, let's deal with what Vesper was dealing with here. Anything you want to do to the cupboard?
I mean, could.
You want to try to force it open?
Yeah.
All right, roll an athletics check for me.
Oh no, I'm not good at those.
Oh no.
3.
Oh no.
You fall down on your back. Haj'Draal and Emily, you see this happening?
Yeah. Do you need help with that?
Would be appreciated.
Okay. I walk reluctantly with a sign, as I still have not forgiven her for what she's done, and I pull it over. Do
right.
athletics as well?
Athletics as well if you want to try to force it open.
13. Okay, that was surprisingly
Yeah,
low.
that's enough. You managed to force the little door of the cupboard. Oh, it would be kind of on the counter, like it was the place for a secret vault or something. You open it, and there seems to be a leather-bound book, like a small leather-bound book, kind of like a notebook size in there.
Take it. I want to see it.
You want to take it? Okay.
Yeah.
You can take it out if you want.
Yeah.
Can
I'll
Vesper
take it out.
read?
she can read, yeah.
I mean,
cursed book.
she was raised in the middle of nowhere and she ran away. She didn't go to school.
She's a monk. You know, monks have.
We
You know,
have
there's
monk
other
texts and stuff.
monk sex.
Text.
Oh.
Text.
I heard.
Sex too.
I swear I heard
Not
I
monk
don't
taking
sex.
think monks have sex.
I mean, Vesper's a monk. She could tell you. But anyway,
Vesper has not.
you grab the leather-bound book. Do you want to look through it? Rifle through it a little bit. So it seems to be a ledger. It seems to be a record of all the deals that have been made recently. And upon examination, let's say you are examining this as they are rifling through the stuff upstairs. Upon examining this, you see that only the last shipment of ale is different. So they always buy the same type of ale from different boats, but it's always kind of the same type of ale. And this last one, it's marked as Gold Tusk Ale. And it was brought in by a ship called the Loader. Yeah. It's cheap. It is cheaper than all the other ale that they usually get. There have been shipments brought by the Loader, but it is always just marked as running ale, kind of in the sense of being the cheapest that they can find. But this time it's marked as Gold Tusk Ale. All right, so as you guys are looking through the ledger upstairs, G and Violet. So there are two large doors, kind of double doors up here. One to the right, one to the left, and then there is a smaller door up the corridor, because the stairs kind of like crawl back up, and so you're now facing the other side of the Dalgic, then kind of across. And there's two doors, one on the right, one on the left, and then one smaller door just down the corridor. What do you do?
I'm standing there. I just reported everything was safe.
Okay.
Just standing like this.
Violet is going to the smaller door, and she doesn't even check if it's locked or not. She just kicks the door
Right.
and prepares for something.
Go ahead and roll an attack for me. I'm not gonna make you roll damage. I just want to see if you look weird.
11.
It's a door. You kick the door in, and it opens. And inside you see what seems to be the bathroom.
Okay. I'll do that on the other two.
All right. You kick the other two. I'm not going to make you rolls just for the purpose of time. You kick the other two. It would just have been funny if you kicked it so hard that you fell on the toilet. That's what I was looking for. But in here, you kick through, and one of them you immediately see is a storage space that has kind of crates on them. Some of them are open, and you see like bottles on the inside.
What kind of bottles?
Are you approaching the crates?
Yeah.
As you approach the crates, you recognize on the crates and on some of these bottles a symbol. A featureless orc head with two shiny tusks. It is the emblem of the Gold Tusk Ale Company. A company that you are very familiar with because you murdered the two owners the night that you brought a little baby with you.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Are the bottles empty?
No. They're the ones that are inside the crates. They're all full.
Do I know if the company kept going after I killed them?
You don't have any recollection of that because after you killed them, you came back to Callisto and you were kicked out of Soguk for bringing the baby.
Okay. Okay, Violet's heart just stops a little bit, and she just continues searching for stuff.
All right. To save you time here, there are other crates with ale that seem to be older, kind of stored farther in the back. These are more recent ones and are stored kind of at the front of the warehouse, and it seems to be where they were pulling the ale from.
Just
Yeah.
something. Do I see any paper or any markings on the crates just to know the date of these embarkments?
There's no
Would that be
date.
in my ledger?
The ledger tells you
Okay,
exactly when this happened, and since you are next to Haj'Draal, the date of arrival of this was a day before the port was quarantined.
By the way, did
Haj'Draal was here before, right?
Yeah, Haj'Draal was here before. Yeah.
Okay. Did Vesper relay the information about the ale to us?
Yeah, I would have. I would
Yeah,
have.
okay.
Said
You
it,
went
'cause
out.
you're right there, anyways.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I could have also read it. Yeah.
It's Haj'Draal and Emily in that room. Upstairs we have Violet and G. So Violet, G, is there anything else you want to check here? The other room is
I want to
empty.
grab one of these crates and I want to
Yeah.
bring it downstairs.
Okay, it's easy enough for you. You're a strong gnome, so you grab it. It's kind of
Walk
your
in the
size,
middle.
but you lock your metal arm on the side.
I drop it in the middle of the room. So, we can party, or Waterman, and I point at Haj'Draal. Can you see if anything's off with this ale?
So they are the most recent ale shipments.
Well,
did
it was
I
the only one without the dust.
I did see the dates, right?
Yeah.
That it was before.
Yeah, it was a day before the port
Yeah.
was quarantined.
Okay, and I saw the dates. Okay, so I
Yeah.
say, but these arrived one day before the quarantine began. Could these be the source of all of this?
Well, so since you understand water, this is a liquid. Maybe you can see if anything's off with it.
I look
But
puzzled.
don't
it's
drink.
ale.
Don't drink.
I mean, I don't think that's within my capacity, right? Do I
Let's find out, brother.
perception check?
You're gonna pop one open and smell it.
First of all, I want to cast Aura of Purity, okay, on all of us.
All right.
So we become Okay, so we become. Wait, let me cast. Where is it? It's fourth. Okay, fourth. Let me cast this. So we are all of us in a 30-foot radius emanating from me. We're all we can become diseased. We have resistance to poison damage, etc.
Nice.
Probably helps. Okay.
Very well.
So I'll do that. I'll say I will once again pray to Dalgar and say, please Dalgar, give us protection. And Aura of Purity casts.
While
right.
he's casting, I open one bottle as well. Is it a bottle? A can?
Yeah,
Is it a bottle?
it's a bottle. It's a bottle.
I open one as well. I pour one for the gnomies, and I drop it.
The gnome.
Does it to see if there's like any reaction on the floor, like
Okay.
acid or something.
You drop it. It falls down on the ground. No reaction.
How does
Like
it
we-
smell?
That's up
First,
to Astro.
first it smells like ale. But for those that are actually getting close to smell, which would be Haj'Draal in this case, I'm gonna need a perception check from you.
Perception. 25.
You smell ale. Cheap. You continue smelling for a little while longer, and there's a hint. There's a hint of what would it be? Do you know? This is gonna be gross. Do you know when you've had this very active food and you puke, and it's just it smells awful? That sting of vomit, it hits you just for a second. The DC to notice that would be 25. And it hits you just for a second, and you recognize that there's something else really, really well hidden in this ale, but you can't ascertain the nature of it. But there is something in here, and I mean, you're a sailor. You've drank like all the ale possible.
I mean, I'm not a huge alcoholic, but yeah, I partook.
You've tasted.
I partook, yeah. Not a drunkie.
I'm not a huge alcoholic.
Just a little
I'm
alcohol.
just a functioning alcoholic.
Only at parties. Okay, so I sense that. So you said I got the vomits, or
Yeah,
is it?
you got that sense, that strong smell of vomit.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think this was definitely it. There's something off about this gold tusk ale.
Oh.
What is this anyway? Where did they get this from? Who are
Cerveza.
Gold Tusk?
I know
don't
this
drink
company. Yeah, I know this company. I don't know anything about them, but I have a history with them.
Do you know who runs it?
They're dead.
Wow, and they're
Huh.
still running?
AI.
Necromancer.
I know they're dead because I killed them.
Why?
Huh?
Haj'Draal, I, so far, haven't killed anyone. Keep that in mind, please.
I slowly turn to Emily and I raise my eyebrow. You?
No, never.
Huh. Right. And I turn to Violet. Please elaborate.
It was my job.
Well, there
I-
was a guy on a scaffolding once that I threw on the ground, but I don't think he died. Maybe it did.
Huh.
I'm sorry.
You
You didn't
ravaged
kill
him after
anyone,
he
but
fell.
you.
Hmm?
You ravaged him completely after he fell, if you remember.
Yeah, I was raging. I don't remember.
I look
Murders you
up.
commit while raging don't count.
I look at me. I look at the ceiling and I say, "Pardon me, Dalgar, but I question your vision sometimes."
I look at the ceiling too.
People, what are we going to do about this? You wanted to save the city, Haj'Draal, so we just want a ship. And we are in the port, so we just get a ship and go. But
Then I guess.
I made
then
a
I
promise.
guess you're gonna have to prove yourselves. And I just, since there's nothing else in the house, no, I'm not punching your
I think
face.
he's a little outnumbered.
I'm a strong boy. But yeah, okay, I just say, then you're gonna have to prove yourselves. And I just, since there's nothing else in the house, apparently I just turn around and I walk out a bit angrily outside of the inn.
Got it.
Is this an inn? Sorry.
Yeah, it was
okay,
an inn,
the inn. Right. Okay.
Oh.
I don't need to prove anything. I just go with them.
Where are we going?
That's a good question, Gramps.
I just want a ship.
Well,
Do you know a way to reverse this? We have to find someone that does.
is
You
there,
have
like,
dynamite. We can destroy this.
Is, hmm.
They
Well, I
haven't been
think people
successful
got-
in curing it, have they? Or do we not know?
Can I? By the way,
Wait.
sorry to interrupt. Can I see anything, like if there's anything interesting out there? I know the
Yeah,
only.
there are
We also.
There are ships in the docks, and I
There's
mean,
nothing else. Literally nothing else of interest. That's why I
no.
went outside.
No, there's ships. There's ships in the docks that are docked. There are shipwrights as well, which is a place where they build the ships. And I mean, probably one of these ships, you knowing that the port has been quarantined and locked, and just blocked. One of these ships is probably the loader, the one that was in the ledger.
Oh right.
But that's what you see outside. Vesper, what were you saying?
Do we know if they've been successful in curing people that
From what Haj'Draal
or whatever?
knows, no,
Okay.
they have not been successful. In fact, no, actually, Haj'Draal would not know what I was about to say. But yeah, they have not been successful in curing this, and the port is still quarantined because there are still sailors inside the boats that have contracted the disease. This is what Haj'Draal knows for sure. And there are people inhabiting some of the houses here, hopefully none that have been exploded, that had also contracted said disease.
What are the symptoms?
Haj'Draal would actually know the symptoms loosely, yeah. So...
And I
your
never
skin-
came in contact with anyone that's diseased, right?
No,
never.
you just heard. Skin becomes slimy. The skin becomes slimy and riddled with wounds. It's just open wounds and slimy skin, and people have difficulty breathing.
Okay.
I asked this to Haj'Draal.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll
condition.
go back. I'll grab one of the flasks
Yeah.
and keep one to me.
Got it. And
I'm
before
taking the ledger.
okay, gotcha. Before we move on, Emily, did you want to say something?
No, I just wanted to ask how late is it?
Oh,
now.
we're pretty deep into the night at this point. Well, I wouldn't say too deep because all that shenanigan that happened, it happened pretty quickly, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing this information, I want to uncast like lights when I go outside. So
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're not a beacon. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I assumed you did that. But as I was saying, it's not too late into the night, but it is. We're at the point which will be equivalent to, I would say, 10 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, so Vesper will go back outside to join them and go up to Haj'Draal and... Would you perhaps know what the loader looks like?
Do I?
Yeah.
So do I recognize one of the ships as the loader?
In fact, as you look around, there are quite a few ships. One of them is like kind of stocky, and like not very long, but very tall. It's a very tall ship. It's like a compressed version of a ship. There's one with like a crooked mast, but then you see docked, kind of the farthest away from you, you see what is a longer sized ship with 3 masts. Actually, I can tell you exactly if you give me just one moment. Tell you exactly how it looks, because I don't have the description here. Just uno momento. There you go, the loader. So, yeah, it's a 3-masted ship. It is kind of average in size, and it doesn't look equipped with many defenses. It is, and you're familiar with the ships here in the dock, because you're a sailor. You would know these things. It is pretty much a trading ship. The crew is not even combat trained, but you see it. It's painted in black with white and golden trimmings on kind of the cannon openings, and it has a flag of a man carrying a crate.
All right. So I look at the loader while I inspect it, and I answer by saying, I do believe so. I think it's that one over there is our target.
Good enough. Violet?
Should we?
Perhaps they dealt with whoever is now running the Gold Tusk Company?
Should we go then?
I believe they might have more of these ale there.
We cannot allow this. If this is truly the source of the disease, we must stop it. Are we all together, by the way, or is Emily and G still inside the
Are
inn?
you still inside, or did you join?
I walk outside. I'm standing
Yeah.
by the door.
All right. Are we all talking, or are we like we split? We all talking?
I'd say-
Okay, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we say. Then I turn to them and I say, "Shall we do a little inspection?"
Yeah.
Sure.
And and then what?
We
gonna
drink.
Punch? No, we don't.
As he
No
says
drinking
this,
then.
I just say, just wait a bit. and I try to grab the crate. I go back, I grab
Yeah.
the crate, and I
Like,
I
jump it
smash
over.
everything on the ground.
Got it. Easy enough for you to do.
Can you
Oh
can
god.
you
I don't-
fly up there to the boat?
You still have. I would say we still have about. Is it an hour? The fly spot.
Yeah,
The-
1 hour.
She's been floating around this.
Yeah. Then you still have a long time to use the flying. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to attract attentions.
You have-
People can
you
see
have-
me flying.
Superwoman.
You have dark vision, right?
I do.
So you could at least see if there was someone on the hull of the boat.
What's the distance
But-
between us and the?
Oh, it's
Below.
hundreds of feet away from you right now.
Oh, okay, it's very far.
But you
We
would
can
have
go.
to reach the boat. The boat is docked off the docks, so you would still have to swim to the boat to reach it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, G has a
I'm
metal arm.
literally made of
Are-
metal.
Aren't there small boats to reach the boat?
A rowboat.
There are, but they are all next to the boats because it is of nobody's intention to have people leaving or entering the boats.
Can we craft the boat?
I mean, you can try to grab some boards, some wooden boards and stuff.
Like a little raft.
You said
Yeah.
there were
I
some people
have-
still like quarantined inside
Yeah.
of the ships, right?
Yeah.
So and the disease, it's infectious, right?
Correct.
So we have to be careful not to get any
Correct.
disease. We
You're
can
not
just
sure-
Pop in.
Exactly. You're not quite sure how the contagion works, but you
I mean,
know
we do
that
have
it is.
we do have Aura of Purity as well, if that helps.
For 10 minutes.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
10 minutes. So just to make sure, so it's docked off the port.
Yeah.
And is it like super high up to reach, or could we like easily just like get there? I mean, yeah, I know it's water, but
It's to climb up the boat. Let me grab the boat's stat sheet actually. Yes,
That's another
boats have
thing.
stat sheets. Yeah.
Aura of Purity is 4th level spell.
yeah.
Because like if it's 10 minutes, the moment we take, if it's hundreds of feet away, by the time we get there, we get on the boat. You probably need to
Yeah.
recast it,
You'll have to.
Yeah,
and
it's fine.
you're burning spell slots before we fight something. If we fight something,
To be honest, I mean, but to be honest, the 4th level for me is not it's not the most useful spell, so I can afford that.
oh, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I'll get to the boat because I can't swim.
I throw you. Vesper throws you.
And then where do I land?
So,
Right in the middle of the
question
water.
I have is if theoretically our cleric had a spell that could allow us all to walk on water, if we could get there, or if we would have to like do some.
If you had a spell that could make you walk on water, you could get there.
Oh, look at this then! Wow, up to 10 people. Wow, isn't that just cool?
Nice. How convenient.
How
Actually,
convenient.
a death knight.
So yeah,
I just want to clarify something. Although you can make it to the ship's hull, you would still have to climb around like 20 to 25 feet of ship to reach the
Okay.
deck or to climb anywhere. Okay, just to be
yeah,
clear.
that's what I was asking. Yeah, if I had to do any climbing, or if it's like one of those boats that you walk, whoop, and you're right there. But
No,
yeah,
no,
since it's so big, I
it's a
assume it
ship.
would-
Then
It's
how-
still big.
yeah.
Yeah,
How did
it's
the
a big
people
ship.
on the rowboats get up there?
Ladders.
And they're not there.
Well, you don't see it at this distance.
So only one of us would have to get up there. And then throw a ladder down. Assuming... I mean, usually the ladders are rolled up.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I have a
mean-
spell called Wall of Water. It wouldn't be possible to cast it and then we like swim inside.
There's
Oh,
only
yeah,
one
also
way
You
I
to-
just fly up.
There's only one way to find out. If
Also,
you
I
wanna
also
do
have
that.
control. I also have control water for the fourth, but
could-
that's a fourth spell.
That can also work. Both options are one of those. Yeah, they're options that we just have to find out.
But
Yeah.
if Violet
just
still
feel
has the potion of flying active, she can just get up there.
Yeah, yeah.
If
True.
it's still up, the moment
Yeah,
we get
well,
there.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that
it
would be
it
the
would
easy.
be. It would be up.
If
It
it's
would
1
be.
hour.
Okay, let's go then.
And then you
Right.
see if there's stairs.
But
if there
But
are.
like
wait, first
there's
before
more-
before we go, I just want to discuss Should is the infirmary also an option? Like, should we go there in the future, or should we go to the boat? What do you guys think? Like,
The
what would be the
infirmary
best
is
course of action?
outside of the docks, right?
It's in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the city.
So we're
Oh,
not
it's in the
gonna-
city. Okay, then fuck that. Yeah.
We would have to pass through the dismembered
Yeah, never mind.
guards.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Oh god.
relive the memories.
Well, you're
okay.
gonna have to pass through them anyway at some point, right?
I will just swim
PTSD.
around.
We're here
alright.
for a reason. God, the KDM took us here. We will work what we have.
We gotta go
Gotcha,
get our
so-
horses back.
Are you casting the spell so that they can walk on the water?
Should we get to the
I
water
mean-
first?
Yeah, we walk
No,
there.
that's cool.
Nothing happens, right? We don't get
Yeah.
ambushed.
No.
We don't fucking die in an explosion.
No,
there's
they're
no dynamite.
they're still looking at what the fuck you guys did up there.
All right, great.
Mess.
So no one else in that zone. So first we discuss if should Violet fly up there, or like how do we proceed?
Let's just
Either
go
way.
and we see there.
Yeah.
All right.
Get closer.
So, you guys reach the closest point to the ship without having to go into the water. This would be the moment to cast a spell, do you?
Okay, yeah, I'll cast.
Walk on.
Water walking?
I will cast Water Walk for all of us. For
Got it.
Yeah.
Very good. So all of you guys can now walk on water as he expands his magic out into you, and you smell the salt, and it kind of empowers you. You can all walk towards the ship. Are you doing that?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go until we can see if there's a ladder or not.
Got it.
First.
Easy enough. As you move a little bit closer, first of all, you don't notice anybody watching down on the ship. But you do hear, as you cross other ships, you hear people coughing. And you hear people screaming. There is no ladder hanging down right now from the ship. But the captain's cabin, which is kind of at the back of the ship, at the quarterdeck, there is light there.
Okay. Can I see with my dark vision any markings on the walls of the ship to see if there's markings of ladders or of people putting the feet there,
No,
so I can see.
you don't see anything. It's the ship looks smooth. You would
Violet-
this would only be something you could see if you were like at the ship, like close. But from here, it looks smooth.
You still fly?
Yeah, I can still fly, right?
Yeah.
Let's go just a little bit further,
Okay.
so I can see. I just want to see if I can find exactly the spot where the rope is, so I don't have
Oh.
to just
well,
go around.
You would probably conclude that it would be on the side of the ship, on the part where there's railing missing from the deck.
Okay.
It would be where they usually drop the ladder there. So you can find the spot of the ladder easily. Yeah, that way.
Okay, so we go there. We go near.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fly,
Okay.
and without showing to the whole ship, I'll try to sneak and see if there's the ladder.
Okay, you fly up. Roll stealth check for me.
No.
No.
It's her healing word.
12.
You move up. You grab the ladder. Do you drop it?
Just slowly, I'll just go with the ladder.
Okay, you go with the ladder. You drop it slowly. There's a ladder for you guys. You guys
Wanna?
climb it?
All right. Yes.
I'll go again up first, and I check if I see someone.
Roll perception check for me as you fly above.
I wanna. Oh, natural 20.
It doesn't seem like there's anyone on the deck of the ship. The only lights you see are from the windows of the captain's cabin.
Okay. It's clear. That was kind of whiskey voice. I just drank some ale.
All right, you guys climb up.
Me
I assume
last,
you-
because clink clank.
I assume you guys are moving stealthily here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
need stealth checks from everybody, please. This is
Me
Oh my
again,
God.
or can I use the other?
no. You can use the other one. The other one.
14.
I don't
Oh,
want. I want
17.
the.
I'll take that.
All right, 14, 17.
21.
2. Yeah.
21. Okay, I'm gonna say this is enough. That wasn't a critical failure, so it's just a failure. There's some clinking and clanking, but the sound of the waves mask the clank as you guys drop on top of the ship, and you're on the deck of the ship.
Okay.
If
Right.
we're gonna try and talk with someone, why
I
are
point
we
to
being
the-
quiet?
I point to the cabin.
It's just not to attract
Extra attention.
extra attention.
Aren't they sick?
I don't know. Let's try to go to the. Oh
You hear
god.
from beneath the ship.
I think they're
Do
sick.
you want to get swarmed by sick people?
I don't think they can walk.
Let's
Can
try to go
I-
to the captain's cabin.
I can sense that if our purity wears out, right? Like I can sense
Yeah.
if it.
It would
okay.
have worn out by now.
Okay, then can I cast it again, just to be safe?
For sure. For sure
Right.
you can.
I'll
Does
cast
it
it.
move with you?
Yes,
yeah,
it
moves.
does.
It moves with him.
Oh, yeah,
So
Nora. Right.
you move into the captain's cabin. Are you gonna knock? Are you gonna try to open it? Are you gonna break open? What are you
Is there a
gonna do?
window?
There is a small window. Yes.
Do I reach it?
With help.
I can hold him up. Vesper picks him up.
I'm so sorry, G. I
Okay.
feel really bad when this happens.
Average
look
day of
inside-
being a short guy.
Do I see someone inside or
Yeah,
something?
you see a male human, bald. He has like this very wrinkled face. Is wearing like an old brown doublet, and he's just moving back and forth, kind of pacing, and
Does he seem sick? Or...
doesn't look sick.
Okay.
Captain
So
Hook.
I tap Vesper to put me down.
Down gently.
It's alone.
Well,
And he
that's what you
doesn't
wanted.
seem sick.
Should we?
Perhaps he's in on it.
Should
Okay.
we?
I'll knock.
Okay. You're no longer looking, right, G?
No, she
I
put me
set him
down.
Okay. You hear, huh? And you
We're
hear
Velox Mors.
you hear footsteps on wood, the kind of I can't do the noise of wood creaking.
Yeah.
Whatever,
well,
dude.
we got
You
it.
get what I mean.
We get it.
And you hear a man kind of put his body against the wall, against like the wooden wall of that separates you, and you see a head peek out of the window. Who? How did you get here? What are you?
We're just trying to investigate what happened here. Who are you?
Roll persuasion check.
My god. Persuasion. 18.
Oh, I'm the captain of the ship, obviously. Are you here
Name.
to kill me? Are you here to kill me?
No, we're just trying to find out what the fuck happened and why is the city on quarantine because of you.
Because of me?
Yep.
Oh, God. He opens the door and lets you guys inside. And as you kind of enter the space, he moves back and takes out his cutlass and is pointing it at you. No
We're
funny
not
stuff.
trying. No. We're not trying to kill anyone. You notice that your crew is sick, right?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Do you know what you are trading?
Yes, ale, food, textile.
More specifically, the last ale that you have brought to the city.
What do you mean, last ale? I brought tons of crates.
Show him
Shorter
the
scale.
Inside
Show him the ledger where it says the name.
Sounds familiar.
All right, so you guys. Okay, I'm confused. So you say gold tusk ale, and he has a reaction to that. And what are you looking with your insight, Violet?
To see if he's actually scared and clueless, or if he knows
All right,
something.
roll an insight check.
Gotta.
Try
She
not to
knocked
destroy
over
your
her
house.
10.
10. This man is pretty obviously scared.
Okay.
As you mentioned gold tusk ale, he says, "What about it? I was told it was supposed to be great quality ale."
By whom?
By
Exactly.
the people who sold it to me in Port Nemelli.
Names.
I don't remember their name. There were this orcish folk back in the Empire, and they said they had a deal with Gold Tusk Ale to make their ale there. They mentioned it was famous ale here in Soguk, and once I got here, sure enough, they showed me proper documentation over there and here, and I was met by the Gold Tusk family.
Do we know
Right
where
at the
Port
docks.
Nemelli is?
Yeah, Port Nemelli is where you're trying to get to. It's in the Soul Empire. It is one of the port cities that then would lead you to Oaza.
So wait, he said he met with the Gold Tusk family?
Yes, here. It was.
I was not. I was asking you, like, to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
he
just
said
trying to
that.
recall. Okay.
Friend,
Looks at Violet.
I didn't quite capture your name.
My name is. My name is Yosel. Yosel Levi.
Huh, I'm G. And I put out my metal arm to shake his hand.
He's kind of taken aback by the metal, but he
I
extends his
take
arm.
it softly. Do your men consume the cargo you take?
Sadly, yes, they do.
Okay. And did you consume any of it?
I did not. My cargo is for sale exclusively. My men go behind my back to do this. I obviously know, but I can't afford more, so.
Understandable. Did you have contact with the men that have turned sick?
I did not. No.
Well, that's good for you and for us. What was his name?
Yosel Levi.
Yosel.
Do you usually stay here after you embark?
No, after I unload my stuff, I usually stay for a few days and then leave, but then the port was quarantined, and here we are. This is most terrible for business, and it is scary for me. My men tend to drink the ale that we trade at sea. If they did it this time, I don't see why. I don't see why it did it. Why it was so disastrous.
Let's maybe strike a deal.
Sure.
We, or at least our dragon friend, tries to see if there's anything we can do for your men. And if indeed we can help you, maybe you could give us a ride back to Port Nemelli.
I would be most grateful if you could heal my men, but they already come here. People from the Sanctum, they come here and take my men, and hopefully they are getting healing. They just can't take everyone at the same time. But are you sure this was the ale? You keep mentioning it. Is this the ale?
Well, we found one of the shipments, and our dragon friend, he said it tasted, or well, rather smelled funky. So,
By the way,
God.
could be something.
Did I kill this
one-
city?
one thing I wouldn't know that I would know that Gold Tusk Ale since I was staying for like weeks. I would know that they never had Gold Tusk Ale ever here, right? It was a recent thing.
From the time that you were here, there wasn't any Gold Tusk Ale in any
Yeah, I
of the
didn't.
inns.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
I'll.
it doesn't mean that it just did. It's you just didn't have access to any.
Okay, but I never saw it around. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll turn to him and I say, so you've been told that this is one of the most famous ales in this parts. I am sad to tell you that you have been misled, and maybe you are an accomplice in this. But let me strike you another deal. We try to undo this mess, and in return, by saving you, you can give us a ride home. What do you think?
He goes back into his desk. He pulls out papers, and as he presents them to you, they are they're certifications from Port Nemelli of the selling of this ale into the ship. and there are certifications and a mark of the signet of the family on the from the day that he arrived and unloaded the shipment. It seems to all be in check until he goes, this right here. There were 2 shipments of Gold Tusk Ale. There was cheaper ale, and there was premium Gold Tusk Ale. The premium was said to be given to the Gold Tusk family directly. And so I did. To those 2 orcs that arrived at the port here, different from the other 2 that I had met, they took the premium ale with them. I don't know where. And then the rest we sold here at port to the inns and to everyone who wanted to buy it.
So the one that was given as a premium, those orcs are in the town.
They would have taken it to the city, it would seem.
In this town, you say? The Gold Tusk family. I believe you have some investigation to do then.
Do you know their names?
No, I did not ask. They presented the royal seal, or not the royal seal, the family seal, and that was enough. It matched the one that they had showed me in Port Nemelli. Look, and he shows you in the papers.
We don't doubt you.
Their faces?
Yes. There was a man. They had big tusks with piercings, golden piercings on it. The man did, and the woman. He was bald, and the woman had this sort of long black hair and very, very pointy ears for an orc even. And their tusks were smaller, but adorned with the same golden piercings. This was what I saw. They never gave me their names. They just presented themselves as the Gold Tusks and took it, and for a large sum of gold.
Oh,
Did you
does this
offload
match?
all of the cargo?
Okay, wait, one
Sorry.
question at a time. So, Violet, what did you say?
Does this match the description of
It matches the Gold Tusks. It matches exactly.
Did I
the
do a
Gold
bad
Tusks.
job?
Vesper.
Asked if he unloaded sold off everything, or if he has anything left on the ship.
He will tell you that he sold everything.
Okay.
I mean,
If
Gold Tusk Ale, from what Violet knows, was indeed very famous here in Soguk. So, as soon as it's back, people seem to have tried to grab it as much of it as they can. G, what were you mentioning?
how common are orcs around this part?
Oh, pretty common.
Okay, so they wouldn't stand out.
Yeah, they would not stand.
I mean, with the tusks they would, but yeah.
Maybe Marcus, was it the bartender?
Marcos, yes.
Maybe he could know something about them, or maybe even Callisto, because she was the one that sent us here. And it's okay. Maybe we do have to go back. Maybe checking on the man won't really do much, because we're just gonna see more of what we already saw.
Yeah. Okay. So I turn to the captain. I say, Captain Levi, how long are we gonna stay here?
In the ship or in the city?
In the city.
As long as you guys can to get the port unquarantined, or else you can't
Okay.
leave.
Okay, then I'm gonna say, so you need, yeah. Okay, so this condition needs to better for you to leave.
Yes.
So do we have a deal? Can you take us with you after this is all done, and we maybe even won't get you in trouble for this?
I mean, sure, I don't see how I can get into trouble, but I would be more than willing to take you to back to Port Nemelli if that is where you'd want to go. I have to make a trip there, so.
All right.
Right.
We'll keep your name out of it too.
could we take the certificates that have like? the
Yeah, that's
stamps
what I
and
was
stuff?
gonna ask. Yeah,
Of course, please.
because
As long as
you won't be needing those.
don't lose them because it's important.
They'll be safe with me and Dalgar, and I'll grab it and I'll
Alright.
stuff them in my pocket.
I don't know who you are. I have been stuck in this ship for a long time now, and I see my men dying. I see them leave every day and then never return. Or maybe not every day, but whenever they do come pick them up. I just want them to be fine. Although they might not follow the rules all the time. They are still my family.
Can I roll a check to see if he's like for real, if he's lying?
Insight check. Roll an insight check.
Okay, insight. 16.
He seems to be on the level.
Okay.
Seems to be truthful.
Then I'll slowly put my hand on his shoulder and I say, Captain Levi, I trust you, and rest assured, we will do what we're capable of to make this right. Worry not. Everything is going to be okay, and may Dalgar bless you.
Thank you. I will accept any blessings. And with that is where we're going to end today's session, as you guys say goodbye to the captain here. Wow! Huh? What a mess! That was fun. That was good.
Blood on our hands.
I mean, it happens, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Was not expecting it to happen this time. But you know, they are on edge. There was something strange happening. They rushed in. But great job getting out of it. It took a little while, but it was pretty cool. Dynamite, fog, giggles, breaking down walls. Yeah, it was pretty cool. There was a lot happening. But overall, that was a great job. And now you found a little bit of an extra thread here on what is happening around this here city. Once again, guys, thank you very much for playing. First of all, thank you, players. You guys are pretty cool. Thank you. Second of all, it's my pleasure. Second of all, friendly reminder: next weekend, no session. So yeah, you guys sit on tight, catch up to the other episodes, and we will see each other whenever that next episode happens. Thank you very much to all the people watching, both on YouTube, both here on live on Twitch, and also to those that in the distant future are listening in on Spotify because it's not available yet. But thank you either way. But yeah, that will be it from us today. And we will see each other in 2 weeks. Bye-bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.